Good morning, everybody. Not me forgetting to unmute my mic. How are we doing, guys? What is up on this beautiful Saturday evening? We're back. We're so back. How are we doing? Hey, Lucky Tin Can. Let's say hello. Let's say hello to everybody who's here. Who's here, guys? Lucky Tin Can. Hello over on Twitch. On YouTube, we have. Sorry, how do you pronounce that? Igisovich. Our Russian friends. Igisovich. Hello, Star Beast Gaming. Hello, Pointless Inc. Hello, Nordak Master, who is the master of the Nordaks. Hello, Shiroke. Hello, Brahmastra. Hello, how we doing? Hello, Emo Lover. Hello, Zell Bad Guy. Hello, Grobal. Hello, Pointless Inc. How we doing, guys? And you're supposed to be sick again? Yes, I'm still sick. So, well, yeah. If you managed to catch the last stream or you saw the VOD or whatnot, you may notice it was a little shorter than last time, than usual. And you may notice that I just crashed out of nowhere. Turns out I was quite sick. I was a lot sicker than I realized. I felt a cold coming on, but I was like, oh no, I'm not that bad. Hey, Ucan, how you doing? And that night, I got so cold. I've never been that cold before, and I'm all rugged up, and I'm just sitting there, like, my nose is drooling, and I'm like, man, I'm going to bed. And I get in bed, and I'm wearing my sweatpants, my big thick socks, my shirt, my hoodie, get the hood pulled over, and then I'm like, I'm still so cold. So then I'm like, got all my sheets on, and I'm just sitting there shivering in bed. And yeah, that was the start of it. And then the next 3 days, I didn't even know what day it was. I almost called an ambulance at one point. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I've never felt that bad. But I sat there, and it turns out I was just dehydrated. Because you dehydrate so easily when you got a flu, right? And speaking of, I'm gonna have a sip. And but yeah, so I'm recovering now. I'm almost over it. Not quite over it yet. But yeah, so I may sound a bit nasally, a little bit congested, but I'm like 90% over it. Right? I'm actually sleeping now. One of those nights, I just couldn't sleep. I'm like, man, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed early, and I went to bed at like 7:30. And I just laid there and laid there and laid there until like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, well, I can't fucking sleep. So I got up, and then I just stayed up until like, it was like 3 a.m. And then I got up at like 6. I woke up coughing. And that was it. I couldn't get back to sleep then. And I'm like, and this is like on Tuesday morning too. And I'm like, man, this is like right when I was the sickest I was. I was like, man, what is going on? So, yeah, pretty terrible week. Getting over it again, though, slowly getting back into work, but still having trouble focusing just because I'm just really low energy. Poking at some stuff. I've got some side projects that are a bit fun that I'm working on that, because I'm one of those people that, well, it's a lot of artists, right? There's certain, like, when you start designing a project, it's like pretty fun. And I bounce around. Like when I'm feeling sick or low energy, I just do that, right? Because I'm not doing anything else anyway, and maybe it'll be useful later. Would you play Helix? I don't like the art style. Don't die on us. I can't promise that. No, I'm fine. Feeling okay to stream? We'll see how we go. I don't think it'll be a crazy long one, but I'll give it a go. Oh, I also lost my temperature control. Like my body couldn't regulate its heat properly for like basically the entire week. So I'd just be sitting there freezing, and then I'd just start sweating like crazy, and have to strip off all the bloody, all blankets and my hoodie, and and then half an hour later I had to throw it back on, and oh, that kept going. That kept going for a while. Um, but yeah, hey Cold Dog, how you doing? Um, Hey Nestle, Nestle this nuts. First time catching live. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. It won't be my usual bombastic energy this week, unfortunately, because I'm getting over a pretty bad flu. So, hey Divine Light, how you doing? Um, you forgot the iconic ginger garlic honey black tea combo. What is that? Sounds actually pretty tasty. What the heck? I did have honey tea at one point, which I don't know if it helped, but I couldn't really drink much else, and I was sick of drinking water. So um, I did end up watching Solo Leveling, the entirety of Solo Leveling, while I was sick, because I was like, well, I want to watch something because I can't do anything. So I'll just throw on, and I don't want to watch something that I know I'll enjoy because I'm miserable at the moment. And so I was like, well, I'll throw on Solo Leveling to see what the whole hubbub is about, and if I don't like it, that's fine because I'm sick anyway. So the experience won't be ruined because it won't matter. And I watched the whole thing, and I was like, man, hey Ray, yeah, of course you're a mod, because I never really streamed on Twitch much. So um, yeah, you're still a mod. There you go, buddy. That's a big that's a big burden on you. You've got to be here every stream, or you'll get fired. Play Aneurysm 4. I didn't play Aneurysm 1 through 3. What is Aneurysm IV? What is this? Oh, people keep people keep talking about that, but I'm not very good at role playing stuff. I really struggle with it. I don't know why. I can't really get over the that it feels cringe, and I know that's funny as a YouTuber. That's a really funny thing to say, but it's like that thing in my head where I'm like, this is cringe. This is cringe. This is cringe. This is cringe. No matter how hard I try, even when I was doing the role play with Halbernacht and he's excellent, and the great groups we had for that, it's just a voice in the back of my head saying, "You're cringe. You're cringe. You're cringe," and, and I can't get over it. I can't. Maybe I should do it so I can, but get over it. But I don't know. I don't have much time at the moment anyway, so because Hazmat is doing a massive roleplay server with like 30 people for Aneurysm 4. And he invited me, and I was looking at it and I was tempted. I was like, oh, because it would be good to get over that, but I don't know. I also don't have time at the moment too. So Solo Leveling is just hype moments and aura. It is that's literally it. The writing is often dog shit. The writing is often, it's actually not the worst thing I've seen out of popular anime recently. To be honest, it's it doesn't contradict itself like some other anime does. I watched that Happy Marriage anime. That contradicts itself every 5 minutes, which is very frustrating. Um, but Solo Leveling at least doesn't contradict itself. It's just very shallow. Like, it doesn't do anything interesting with the writing whatsoever. But the art, animation, hype moments, and aura, you can't, like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And it got me a few times, when he goes to fight that knight, and then he puts away his sword. And so the knight just looks at him and throws down his sword and rips off his cape, and he's like, let's go. And it's like, fuck, that was awesome. That was actually awesome. What's the thing on the bottom of the screen? I don't understand. What is the mask thing? That's you. That's you guys. This is a call transcript. This is an analog horror call transcript between the cult leader Morday Doog and the moths. I keep meaning to post the full thing on Twitter. I should finally do that, but I keep forgetting to. I need to do a little sheet up for it, but I haven't done that. YouTube's probably better anyway. YouTube's better for my bottom dollar, so yeah, come watch on YouTube. Masking is a physical representation of the minds inhabiting it and being a conduit of us. Exactly. Oh, hello, Ray. How you doing, man? Watch any anime besides One Piece in the last 10 months? I'm exhausted. Want to watch something, but I have to catch up. I'm glad I don't get that feeling with anime, because that would make me want to kill myself. Wow, I look so scary. So true. Hey, Slendy, how are you doing? Oh, I have a question to ask you guys. I've been exposed to a little bit of American culture recently with my friends as I'm talking to them, and I need to ask you guys a question. So in Australia, we when we do our coffee, we always do it with milk, right? We either have it black or we have it with milk. That's basically it. Um, or when you go to like a cafe, sometimes they like froth the milk and they'll do that instead, but it's still always just milk, right? What is this? Let's get rid of that. I don't want to play that either. What do Americans put creamer in there? Don't they? Like, what is creamer? Like, I was. People said I was crazy. Like, you don't know what creamer is, or you have flavored creamer. I was like, what the hell is creamer? You're not American? Literally the most Australian sounding man. Cool, blimey. I'm not, to be honest. I know I have a. Um, I've been told I have a heavy accent, but look, I've heard a lot of other Australians, and man, I guess they're just not the ones who are streamers. I guess the ones who are streamers tend to be pretty Americanized anyway, and have a more transatlantic style accent. But man, you get some thick accents in Australia, I tell you. Cream or half and half? What is half and half? Like, so is it actually cream? Like, are you actually putting like cream in there, or is it like some weird product that is just called cream? Well, that's an Australian. He's moist, critical, quick to the voice. What's up, everybody? It's more they critical here. I'm actually secretly not an Australian. I'm actually, yeah, I'm Charlie from Florida. What America is doing, I have no idea what America's doing. In Europe, we still use like milk in cafes. It's still milk. Yeah, I always do milk, but that's just me. Most creamer is bad for you unless it's actually cream. That's crazy. So it's like artificial milk powder. What are you guys doing? I suggest we do not bother with American shenanigans. And there was another thing. Oh, right. So, do you guys do French toast? Have you guys ever had French toast or do French toast at home? You know, like where you like get egg and you mix it up and then you dip bread in it and then you pan fry the bread. Whipping cream. Not everyone likes cream, but it's common. Okay. I have a lovely voice. Thank you. It's deeper at the moment because I'm sick. I need to somehow get GERD so I can get like a cool voice like Corpse. Well, actually, you can go. It's a bit of a coin flip with GERD. You either get like a super deep, cool voice like Corpse, or you get a super high pitched femboy voice. And look, guys. I know what you guys will say, but I don't want a femboy voice. I want a cool voice. Americans have a lot of weird stuff so out of touch with the world. It's like funny. Like, what do you mean you don't do X? Yeah, exactly. It's funny. French toast is goated. It's delicious. No, we got pandesal. What's pandesal? You like French toast with Nutella? Right. This is my thing, right? French toast isn't a sweet. You can like add cinnamon to it, and that's it. It's a savory though. Corpse are trying. Sounds like he's trying too hard to appeal to the Discord kittens. Yeah, that's based. He's a Discord daddy. Aussie accent is sex. Right, you can't say that. We're friends. Looks like Ray wants a little private VC call, huh? Don't know about that. Buddy. Leave it for the DMs, mate. Yeah, so what do you guys put like syrup on there, right? I've heard Americans put syrup on their French toast, right? But I'm like, oh, what was it? There was something else. Yeah, it was like syrup and it was like ice cream. It's like stuff that you do on waffles. Things are okay for waffles, right? Because they're sweet. But then they just did it on French toast. That's not right. That's not right. It's a savory, isn't it? Or is this just a me thing? Never had French toast, so happy to give it a try. It's really easy. So you literally just get some eggs, crack some eggs into a bowl, mix them up, and then you get bread and you just like soak the bread in it for a minute. both sides. Make sure you get both sides, and then you just pan fry it, and then it's done, and it's really nice. Corpse is sick, so his voice is fucked up from gastric acid. Yeah, that's his from his GERD, because he regurgitates a lot of gastric acid, which I hear is actually quite annoying to deal with. So I don't know if it's worth it to get a cool voice, but and it's probably quite annoying and probably ruined quite a few lives. So maybe we shouldn't joke about it, but we joke about everything else. So why not? Sounds gross. Men sound cute when they're acting normal, not like icky yucky. No, I'm a Discord daddy. I put them. Hey kitten. You didn't come to stream for soon enough, kitten. You're supposed to come as soon as I start stream, kitten. You're gonna be punished now. I need to work on my Discord daddy voice, I think. Like mine with some vanilla French toast. That sounds alright. They're gonna freak out when you find the Japanese treat bread. The Japanese go crazy with it. I've always wondered why they're so obsessed with like packet bread. And it's probably because it's like super sweet, isn't it? Monte Cristo sandwich is a ham and cheese sandwich made with French toast and sugar and syrup on it. What? That's terrible. Call it egg bread. Egg bread. Yeah. I proceed to smoke 2 full packs of 6 for the Discord kittens, which me like based. Corn syrup. Add some corn syrup to my breakfast. Love it. Monte Cristo is a goat? That's insane. This motherfucker says kitten one more time. I'm gonna get the ick and stop joining these streams. What's wrong, kitten? What's wrong? You had to come to my streams, kitten, or you'll make daddy very mad. And you don't want daddy very mad. You might awaken something within people. Careful, Mel. Yeah, actually, we're not going to do any more Discord daddy voice. I'll practice it more, and we'll come back and we'll do a bit more Discord daddy. Maybe I'll do a corpse cover then. I'll sing one of his songs then. Always defend my American taste. That's fine. Like, it's fine. It's weird, but you do you, right? We're not here to judge. We're here to make fun of people, but not judge. So how have you guys been? Have you guys been enjoying your week? I basically lost the entire week because I got sick. I like woke up and when I checked what day it was like Thursday, and I was like, oh my god. The last thing I remember is ending stream. Monte Cristo sandwich could be goated, and I say this because I can recognize how good some sweets when you put salty cheese on it. That's true. Have you heard about God Hand USA? No, what's that? It's a cool name. God Hand USA. Oh, that's a cool mask. Get your girl pregnant. Riding in the whip part 2. Is this rap? I kind of don't like rap. Decide. I'll check him out. Some rap is okay, but I do have very specific tastes when it comes to rap. But I will check them out because they've got cool masks. One I did like was I'm not going to be able to remember their names now, am I? Hang on. I'm going to get it. They are. No. Nothing's coming up to mind. There is zero happening in my head when I stop there. There are no gears turning. None whatsoever. Cheese is seasoning. Good lord. I guess it's true if you use that powdered cheese that Italians love. Pretty good. The wife has been sick. Oh no. Hope she gets better soon. Bro, living stream to stream, pure streamer life, exactly. I turn off the stream and then I just shut down like a robot. Work corporate, been busy increasing shareholder value. That's so good. You should get a promotion. On that grind set, who dat boy? Oh, that's it. Tyler's one of them. I don't mind Tyler. A bit of Tyler. He's got some interesting tracks. That wasn't the one I was thinking of though. Hang on. I'm gonna try and find it. Can I? Can I change out of my YouTube? Can I change things while I'm streaming? I probably can. I need to change my YouTube account. I'm on my second one. Oh, I like Mario Judas' song. I Miss the Rage. I don't like the rest of his stuff, but I like I Miss the Rage. I've been posting. I think I just posted I Miss the Rage the other day on Twitter. I miss the rage. I miss the rage. Oh, I miss the rage. Liza P. Overture came out? What the hell? That's pretty cool. What? New Baroque Hour just dropped like 4 days ago. How did I miss that? Oh, because I was in my fucking... Because I was in my flu coma. That's why. We've got... After we finish Mandela, going back through Mandela, we've got to rewatch Baroque Hour. I'm so on that. I loved it. Here, look, we'll just paste it in here in case you guys want to check it out in the meantime. Where's my chats here? Go check it out. I've been playing Night Rain. Oh, I've been so tempted to get Night Rain, but I could only play it with my mates who are all American, and that's in the mornings, and I can't play in the morning. So I'm like, well, what am I gonna? I'm never gonna play this thing. But so I've just not bothered. Hang on, it should be my subscriptions, right? Let's see. Jay Fafari, no, he's not a rapper, but he is very good. I've really got to stop myself from going on these random tangents that literally don't matter. Like, it does not matter which random 2 rappers that I like, but my mind just gets stuck on things. I'm not even subscribed to them. Fudge. Whatever. Okay, we're stopping. We're not looking at it. Let's see. Mario Judas' song about Lovecraft, very funny. Is there? That's insane. I guess he can say it, though. Listening to a lot of rap and stuff similar to what Corpse got me into it, and the rest is history. Look, I didn't mind Corpse's music. I'm pretty basic when it comes to, like, rap and music and stuff like that. I do listen to a bit of post-punk. I like that. It's, like, chill, but still a little heavy. There's a Teto, a Vocaloid producer that does post-punk with Kasane Teto, and it's awesome. Mechalaton, go check him out. Night Rain with viewers when? Never. I'm not even going to buy it. I won't play it. I'm definitely not good enough to carry viewers, that's for sure. Oh, first cough of the stream, boys. Let's go. Got back into gaming after a long break with Deltarune. Also picked up a police surplus USP 40. What is a USP? Oh, I guess it's a gun. In theory, I like guns, but being Australian, I don't get to have them. So, let's see. USP 40. Oh, it's a nice little pistol. I don't know anything about it, though. That's cool. I want guns. I want a big fuck-off guns. I want a big shotgun. Big, scary-sounding shotgun. That's what I want. Some chances in the coming days. Seems like fans are having a good time. Yeah, I do want to play Deltarune at some point. Maybe I'll play it on stream. I don't know. I liked Undertale, but I never really got into Deltarune, so... Hey, Elgato Balatro. How you doing? Times are painful they are, yeah. And it matters why we on this stream, lol, to hear you speak, whatever. That's so true. We're all here for me. Remember that, guys. Spike Glock 40, just my problem solver. Fairly basic as well. I like a bit of everything. Yeah, look, I'll get obsessed with like a song or an artist, and I'll just listen to their stuff a lot. I do listen to Jay Fafari quite a bit. He is like, I haven't heard a song of his that I dislike. Although I don't like his slowed down ones. I find them kind of annoying. The Unknowing, oh man, such a good song. Here, I'll paste it. I obviously can't play it on stream, but here, go check it out. So good, so good. Haven't heard a song of his that I don't like. Jay Fafari, and he just released a brand new one too. Hang on, what was it? Actually, I'll post his new one. Because that just like came out the other day, and you probably want to juice the new ones, right? Here we go, Permafrost, 9 days ago. Pretty good. Not my favourite from his, but it's still pretty good. Unknowing is probably the GOAT, I think, in my personal opinion. Still very good. Still very good. Anyway, what were we saying? Potato and Lickamiku. What's the name of that Voca P again? Voca P. Good question. I like, in terms of Japanese producers, I'm pretty basic with that. I like, golly, what's his name? The one that did monitoring. How did I fucking forget that? Deco 27, he's great. I also like, also like a little bit of Kikuo, but this is, you know, it's all pretty entry level stuff, right? I don't pretend to be some sort of super niche Vocaloid fan. I like the Western producers, like Mechalaton, Goated, and I can say that I like Mechalaton before they got popular, because look at this, 2K subscribers. Go listen to them stuff, by the way. Corpse Astronomy is goated. And Third Rail, I listen to that on loop. Half the views on Third Rail are me. Literally just me. You like shooters or boomer shooters, man? No. My reaction time, I used to play at TF2 and I had pretty good reaction times, but I'm out. I'm over it now. I'm about to get new PCs, waiting for my brother to finish putting in CPU. Based! We love new PCs here. Actually, no, we don't. I don't know anything about PCs. I can't even remember what parts I've got in mind. I'm so hopeless with that sort of stuff. They're like, oh yeah, you just need this level GPU to run it. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what any of these words mean. Can anyone give me relationship advice? For the love of God, don't listen to chat. Deltarune is, hang on, what did chat skip? Whole lot more fun to me than Undertale, but I get what you mean. It does seem like it is more interesting. Like, if they both came out at the same time, it seems like Deltarune would be a more fun experience, but I'm just sort of... I find it hard to sink a lot of time into games, into story games, if I'm not making content about them. You know? But sometimes I will when I'm sick. I just like... You know, like I spent like 60 hours in fucking... Actually, how many hours was it? 50 hours in V Rising by accident, because that was a fun grind, and I was like, oh god, what have I done? You know, I didn't realize Deltarune is a must play. Is it a must play? I've heard it's pretty good. If you enjoy Undertale, you'll enjoy Deltarune. That seems to be the case. Deco's cool. He's based. I gotta stop saying base. Why am I saying base so much today? Listening to Deco since he started. I listened to a song that was from like 15 years ago the other day, like a random Vocaloid song, and I'm like, this sounds like Deco, and I look it up. It's like, oh no, that is by Deco. It just wasn't on his channel. He's got such a distinctive sound. People rag on him for that, but it's like, but he makes good songs. Just because he has a distinctive sound doesn't make him bad, and I don't understand why someone would rag on him for that. You know. Already subbed to them? I've probably said them before. I think I have a few times. But they're so good, Mechalaton. Reaction time? Old man, I'm 6,000 years old. So, hey, Mofuto. How you doing? Hello, Blackicon. I'm decided taking note of your interest. Oh god, it's over. Try game Cultic and you like boomer shooters. So they look pretty cool, right? They do look cool. But I'm just not into them, you know. Relationship advice: talk to your significant other about giant robots. Chicks dig giant robots. Chicks jig giant robots. Do you think you make content on Deltarune or bring people to the channel, or no? So, if I did a good video about, so say I managed to scoop the lore of Deltarune video, like I managed to scoop no, I'm not human, right? So imagine I did the Deltarune Law video, right? Um, if the people came to my channel, they wouldn't want to watch my other stuff because it's all like, it's not the same vibe. It's a completely different vibe, you know? So I think, I imagine there is a bit of a significant crossover between horror and Deltarune people because it's the same sort of crowd, like the young, internet savvy people, and they generally like a lot of horror. But I wouldn't, it would still be too different, I think. And I think it's a bit late for that anyway. I would have wanted to prepare that video ahead of time before it came out, and I don't know, it would take me a month to do it, and by that time no one would care. So maybe for chapter 5 and 6 in another 3 years. Sorry, more than my niche favorite VTuber by the name of Mythonics Lives uploaded a new video called "Does Mandela Catalogue Hold Up?" Part 2, like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, everybody go and watch that video, and then we'll pause the stream for a couple hours while you go watch that, and then we'll come back. How does that sound? This is my significant other. Someone I liked for a year and a half. I tried dating like 3 other people since then to get over them. Still not over them. Rip. It's generally over. You've got a one-itis. Sorry, bro. It's over. People hate Deco because he gets Vocaloid bills before anyone else. Basically top of the game. Success breeds jealousy. I can understand that. He has a bit of a golden touch with it, doesn't he? His, the stuff that he does for other projects, I think sounds a little generic. Like, generic good music, right? It's high quality, but it's like not special. But that's why they hire him, I think. I think they do that on purpose. Like for the Mickey movie, some of the songs were oh, okay, like it's generic Idol, but then it's like, no, that's what they wanted. They wanted him to make generic Idol because he can make every single song on the album in every single generic genre, right? But then the stuff on his own channel is like pretty good. Some of it's insane. Like Monitoring is legit one of the best songs that's ever been released for Vocaloid. Like hands down. It's awesome. You know? And like, yeah, he leverages his studio and his connections and to do this stuff. But so what? Who gives a shit? We get a good song out of it, right? Yeah, Johnny Producer, who's just started learning Vocaloid, isn't gonna come up. Is he going to be able to leverage, like, have the same resources? But so that's the same in every field. You have to earn it, and Deco's earned it. That's just how it is. You got to earn it. You got to earn your connections. You got to earn it. Love takes time to flourish. Exactly. Sounds like you should take a break. Me? Probably. He's a good composer, not the best tuner, great producer. I don't mind his... So I don't know exactly. It seems like he has his team work on his songs that he puts on his own channel, and they help a fair bit. So I don't know exactly who does what. But he isn't the most innovative tuner. His current tuning of Miku is pretty good. And if she wasn't quite as high pitched, if you told me it was a real person singing, I would almost believe it. And that he doesn't use SV, like he just uses, Vocaloid, which is dog shit technology. Dog shit technology. And he still somehow makes her sound like a real singer sometimes, it's pretty good. But then I don't know if it's him or his team or what's going on. Because I remember he just recently, he changed over his tuning. Well, recently, like a year ago now. Just check Miro's X. He hasn't posted for over a year. So he posts on Blue Sky now. He hopped off the X train, and now he's over on Blue Sky, and he is posting there. There's been a couple of small updates since then. Let's see. What's he called? Happy Paintings. Here we go. We can actually we can pull that up if you want. Hang on, let me see. Gameplay. Yeah, here we go. Hey guys, how we doing? So, yeah, like 2 months ago, posted this. Pretty cool. Couple of bits and pieces, but nothing crazy. If you haven't seen it before, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, so there's been a couple of things he's posted. I think he posted something on his YouTube. Did he post his YouTube here? He didn't post his YouTube here. Classic Miro. Happy paintings. Yeah, here we go. I think it's funny when you type in happy paintings, the first thing is Fear and Hunger, the second thing is Bob Ross. So he also posted this one. Sick video. So cool. Cool. Awesome. What a great fucking video. No description. Let's go. Yeah. And Unkindness of Ravens we saw. Like, this is stuff we've already seen, you know. He's working on it. He's working on it. It's just slow going, you know. Bob Ross is a horror show, is it? That's great. Also, he said at one point that this song probably isn't going to be in the game now. Scaleless Servant. But Miro changes his mind a lot, so it might be back in. Pretty cool. Yeah. We never get in that update. So it's been pretty good at making Mickey sound lifelike. It's impressive. Yeah, it is pretty good. Where are we? We need to figure out how to do like the animated noise film grain for games. It's literally just an overlay, isn't it? Like you literally just get the film grain overlay and just throw it on. And it's like 3 frames. 2 or even 2 frames. Check out Deco. I don't know any Vocaloid producers, but I like that vibe of electronic music. Yeah, yeah. Deco, he just released an album and every single track on there was a different genre. And I just don't understand why everybody says, oh, all his songs sound identical. It's like, not really, dude. Did you listen to his latest album? Every song is a different genre. Weird Faces in the Dark Catalogue. Yeah, it is. Keep seeing these Fear and Hunger shorts with characters that I never saw in game lately, like a Dark Souls Knight and whatnot. Did I miss an update or something? No, so if you're talking about this one, then that's coming up soon. But in the first game, there is a lot of content that's easy to miss. So, hang on, let me... in the first game, there are... let's pull this up. Let's look at the wiki. So you've got Gaunt Knight in the first game, who's pretty deep in the game and easy to miss if you... Even when you get to Mahab, he's still pretty easy to miss because he's in a section that you normally will only go there in the past, but he's there in the present. It's not that hard to get there, but you just don't usually go there, is the thing, you know? And there's a few little spots like that. Just interesting characters that are... You have to experiment a little to find them. But yeah, so this one is a brand new character coming soon. We don't know anything about him yet. Reminds me of your video about the wiki upgrade. Gives you conditions. That was so good. As soon as I saw that meltdown happening, I'm like, I've got to get on stream, and I wasn't going to stream that day. I was like, I've got to get on stream, and I got to cover this. And I'm glad I did, because it got shut down. Like, they fixed it like a day later. So I'm glad I did that. Bob Ross Analog Horror, where it makes a painting of me with a distorted face and my face distorts too and religious music plays in the background. That's terrifying, dude. That's so scary. You should make it. Hilarious if GTA 6 gets out before term update. Going like tears in rain. I still follow the old one, Barry. By the way, what's the origin of the Mandela effect name? I was wondering. So the reason that it popped up was because Nelson Mandela died... some point like 5 years ago, something like that. And everyone was like, wait, I thought he died in like the 60s. And people sort of half jokingly said that that's because, oh, we have memories from an alternate reality. And that's the Mandela effect, is when you have memories from an alternate reality. But really the Mandela effect is that whenever there's news about something, if you hear about it again later, you'll often get those two things confused. Game engines, you typically have to code that sort of stuff in as a shader, I believe. No, not really. It depends on what engine and whatnot, but often you can just throw it on top and it's fine, you know. Usually there's more efficient ways of doing it, like doing like a proper shader, but it really depends on the engine, you know. Like I used to use Game Maker, and you could just throw it up as one massive sprite over everything else, or same in Unity, you could do something similar. Shaders tend to be more efficient depending on what you want to do, and depending on how complex it is too. Like if you wanted to like adapt and have different settings and whatnot, then you probably need to do a shader. But literally just Google whatever engine you're using and like static shader or whatever, they'll have it there. So lots of content that is easy to miss, you say. You mean there might be things that people here may not know, thus have to like in a video. Exactly. I think, you know what we should do? We should look up videos about secrets in fear and hunger. Oh wow. This was like a whole playlist by Mythonix. That's a lame name. Nah, this is the one you want to watch by Frapollo. Goated. But I thought he died in like the 60s. Exactly, yeah. People joked about... Well, yeah, look, that's the thing, right? I'm hoping that people joked about slipping into an alternate reality because you remembered some celebrity died in the 60s. But he lived in like the 60s. Well, he did live in the 60s. Sort of like Golden Miasma. Yeah, people think it might be a miasma wrapped up. Because we have baby miasma showing up there too. Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up, if I still have it somewhere. Baby miasma, where are you? Baby miasma. I have it somewhere. No, I don't know where. It's buried in a comment somewhere. But baby miasma is coming to the update too, and we don't know exactly. No, I don't have it. I don't think I have it on this computer. It must be my other one. Hang on, I've got it in I have a literal video about it. I literally have this in a video. Here we go. Did I timestamp this? I hope I timestamped it. Fishing, skills, new locations, new enemies, lore. Oh, did I misspell that on purpose? Am I an idiot? Oh no, it's automatic chapters. So it called it lore. That's so funny. Lore, speculation. Oh, so this is not automatically chaptered. Okay. So I didn't do this. Let's see. Baby Miasma should be in here somewhere then. Let's look. Show transcript. You can do it. There we go. Here we go. We also have Baby Miasma added. There we go. Baby Miasma. And we don't know anything about that. So, Yellow Silk with the mages added again? I hope so. We love that. We stand the yellow mages here. There are videos about secrets of fear and hunger. Channel seems familiar, I know. Any news about St. Papa Jones Bones? People have been asking about Bones Jones a lot recently, and I don't know why. I don't think anything has happened, but people seem to think that something has, and I don't really know why. No, I haven't heard of anything. I haven't. So I don't know why everybody's asking recently. I really don't know what's going on. YouTube's so advanced, it's scary. I hate AI. Well, it has... So YouTube always processed your voice. Well, not always, but it has been doing it for ages. And so they just added the transcription. And then, like, if a video is popular enough, it goes, okay, well, we'll just add automatic chapters if you didn't have chapters yourself. So, I think you had to click a button to let it do that. So, let's hope Miro doesn't die before the update like Miro. Oh, God, could you imagine if Miro fucking died? Apparently, Miro said he was going to do, like, a little lore book that will release upon his death. And when he posted that, I almost threatened to kill him for it. I almost did. And I thought maybe I shouldn't threaten to kill somebody on Twitter, even as a joke. I wasn't joking, but you know, you shouldn't threaten to kill people even as a joke. So, Miro, if you're listening, if you have that law book, buddy, you better hide it. You better hide it. You better not tell me where it is, because if I find out, I'm coming for you. Minnie Mouse looks like it does look like a keychain. That's crazy. We should get that. Should be the first merch. Is like miasma keychains. Miro would have made so much money if he had like little goofy merch, like little cute keychains. Like you see that sometimes, little cute keychains. I'm Venezuelan. Let me hear it in my YouTube voice. I'm Venezuelan and have my YouTube being powered by AI because it just fucks me putting videos that are in English in some ugly AI dub and translating the video's title. I hate AI. I hate AI. I hate. So true. Bucket Cat plush, razor blade inside included. And it has like lights in the eyes, and like it turns them yellow, and it does it when it detects a child's voice. The eyes turn yellow. You could do that with AI easily these days, couldn't you? Or a voice that sounds high pitched enough. Yeah, I hate AI voiceovers. They're pretty bad. AI voice is getting pretty good, but it's still you can still tell. Hang on, let me see. I was looking at this thing the other day, and check this out. We'll pause this music.
In the ancient land of Eldoria, where the skies were painted with shades of mystic hues and the forests whispered secrets of old.
So you can still tell that it's like...
Brave warrior, you've come far, but the dark forest is treacherous. Trust your instincts and remember, the magic lies within your sword.
So you can still tell... Some of the voices are pretty more obvious than others. But it's pretty good. Go watch Mythonics, the best YouTuber in the world. Full stop. Smiles.
Go watch Mythonics, the best YouTuber in the world. Full stop. Smiles.
So, like, the pausing is odd and the timing is a bit awkward, but that's insane how good that is. You can just punch that in and it just does it, right? Well, let's hear what Callum's joke is.
Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
Like, it sounds like a voice actor, and the voice actors always sound pretty unnatural, right? But it's kind of crazy.
English has the most words, with over 170,000 in the Oxford English Dictionary. Le français est connu pour sa sonorité mélodieuse et ses expressions romantiques. Deutsch ist berühmt für seine zusammengesetzten Wörter, wie Rindfleisch-Etikettierungsüberwachung, Saufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
Okay, that was nuts. I can't even pronounce that. It sounds like legit in... I'm sure it sounds as awkward in French if you're a French speaker, but that's kind of nuts. And it's getting better. And this is just some random web thing that you can just punch it into, right? Like, can you imagine if you actually had the real tools to use this? It's insane. It's pretty crazy. Not every company can afford 600 Indians to live as an AI system. That was so funny. Can we get this Mythonics or more they go ban, more they do. Ban, more they do, aka Mythonics.
Ban Mouthadug, aka Mythonics.
Why did I say Mythonics? Why does it keep saying that? It's obviously myth. Let's try that. Let's try this. Mythonics.
Ban Mouthadug, aka Mythonics.
Why does it keep saying myth? It's myth. The video by Internet Historian about AI was really fun. I didn't watch that one. That was on his second channel, right? I don't like his second channel. He says on his own second channel. People asked about the phonics, they are my possession. Those are my phonics. Yeah, like you belong to him. That's true. I'm owned by the AI. Sorry, guys. My phonics. Nobody can replicate the sheer hatred of Am. It was the best AI in the world. Yeah. Anyway, it's interesting. Interesting stuff. Everyone keeps saying my name. Let's go, Brian.
Are you ready?
Everyone keeps saying my name wrong. Sad face.
Everyone keeps saying my name wrong, sad face.
Is this the guy from the stories that does the things on that's in every single YouTube short? No, it's not quite, is it?
Everyone keeps saying my name wrong, sad face.
I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. How about this one?
Take a deep breath in.
Oh, he's Australian.
Gently exhale. Remember, focus on your breath. Listen to the soft ambient sounds of the evening as they wrap around you.
That one's pretty good.
Take a deep breath in and gently exhale. Remember, focus on your breath.
He even says your breath like an Australian. It's like, focus on your breath. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. What the hell? That's kind of creepy. Focus on your breath. Remember. Watch Mythonics. Can he pronounce it right?
Take a deep breath in and gently exhale. Remember, watch my phonics.
Oh,
Listen to the soft
Charlie.
ambient sounds of the
I
evening
trusted you.
as they wrap around you.
Currently asking Grok if it knows some YouTuber called Mythonics, aka he might actually. You got a bit confused about my second channel. I said about my second channel and I thought it was archived. Jarvis, please activate the realistic AI voice of Firekeeper in Dark Souls 3. Run the copy called Motivational Speech, and please modify it so it includes a lot of clinging and loving phrases to me. That's so true. So true. Oh, Dark Souls 3 Firekeeper. We didn't deserve you. God won't be proud when I get my hands on Bloodborne doll AI voice. Wasn't that the same voice actress? She's good. She's a really good voice actress. Let me check the X post. In post 0, there's a tweet from All They Do saying, I think I made alright videos. Definitely passable, sometimes even good. Just need to make more of them. They seem like it could be from the YouTuber in question, as a handle is similar to Moo They Do. It's so true. Go to the Aussie AA, get into me calling you a legend. You're a bloody legend, mate. Keep it up.
You're a bloody legend, mate. Keep it up.
It's not bad. Why is he better than the other ones?
You're a bloody legend, mate. Keep it up.
It's not bad. Try spelling your YouTube name, Mythonics. Keep it up. Go watch Mythonics, the best YouTube channel.
Go watch Mythonics.
There we go.
Channel.
There we go. So we just need the space. You can't even put the dash there. Good job, Rebel Wolf. Through the power flow through me, I could do anything. Aussie mate motivational speeches, 10 hours. Oh, good lord. Good lord. It is. For some reason, this Australian one is better than the other ones, and I don't know why. Let's hear. Actually, we haven't listened to Chris. Listen.
You said you'd always be there for me.
No.
But when the chips were down, when I looked over my shoulder, where were you? This city chewed me up, and you watched, sipping on your half-calf latte.
No. Let's hear Alice.
Thank you for contacting 11 Labs
Ugh.
support.
No. No. Brian.
Are you ready to revolutionize your mornings?
No. Jessica.
In the ancient land of Eldoria, where the skies were painted with shades of mystic hues and...
No. I know some people talk like this, but it's unnatural. The Australian one sounds like the most natural, like, actual guy speaking to you, right?
Take a deep breath in and gently exhale.
He is still like a professional voice actor style, but for some reason it just sounds... What is conversational AI? What is this? Chess coach. Lily. Matilda. What? Okay, hang on. Are we actually doing a call?
I'm here to help you improve your chess game. Would you like to discuss opening strategies?
Yeah, Matilda. I'm a complete chess beginner. How do I play chess?
All right, let's start with the basics. Have you ever set up a chessboard before?
No, I don't actually own a chessboard.
Okay, no problem. Let's imagine we have one in front of us.
Let's go, Eric.
Another seeker of knowledge finds their way to my humble archives. Do you seek knowledge of ancient artifacts, forgotten prophecies, or perhaps something even more adventurous?
Eric, were you just hitting on me? What?
My apologies. I am Elder Thane, keeper of this library. Perhaps there has been a misunderstanding.
I think so, Elder Thane. Elder Thane, do you know how to play chess?
Chess, you say? I know of many games played across the realms, though some are more suited to strategy than others. Do you seek to learn the game, or do you have a specific question about it?
Yeah, how do you know about chess? Wasn't that invented in the real world and you're a fantasy character?
You perceive the threads between worlds. Knowledge drifts like stardust, carried on the winds of stories. While the game you call chess may have originated in another realm, echoes of its strategic dance resonate even here. Though we may call it by a different name, the essence of the game remains the same. Do you wish to learn more of how it is played here?
Wait, what do you call it then if it's not called chess?
In our realm, the game of strategy, you know as chess, is often referred to as Council's Gambit. The pieces bear different names, reflecting figures of influence and power within our history. Are you curious about the specific roles in their movements in Council's Gambit?
I am, Elder Thane. Were you influential enough to become a piece in the Gambit game?
A flattering question, Seeker. My influence lies more in the realm of knowledge than political power. The pieces in Council's Gambit are typically figures of great martial prowess.
That's cool. That's cool, Elder Thane. But do you know about fear and hunger? Have the threads of knowledge between worlds told you about fear and hunger?
Fear and hunger. Yes, echoes of that dark tale have reached even this secluded library. It speaks of a world consumed by despair where survival demands terrible choices. What is it you wish to know about this grim saga?
Can you tell me about what happens in it? Just so we know we're on the same page here.
From what I've gleaned through the drifting threads, it begins with a descent into the dungeons of fear and hunger, a place where hope withers and madness takes root. There, desperate souls seek power, knowledge, or perhaps simply a way out. But the dungeons are a labyrinth of horrors, where ancient gods stir and humanity's darkest impulses are unleashed.
Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. Yeah. So, do you know about the sequel, Fear and Hunger Termina?
Yes, Termina. A festival of twisted revelry held under a bloodstained moon. The threads whisper of a cursed city, where participants are forced to confront their deepest fears and desires.
That's so true. That's so true, Elder Thane. Do you know when the update is coming out? Can you tell us when that's coming?
Alas, Seeker, even with my access to the drifting threads of knowledge, the future remains shrouded in mist. The timing of such an update is beyond my sight. Perhaps the developers themselves hold the only truth. Is there anything else about Termina that I can help you with?
That's great. That's great, Elder Thane. So not even Magic can tell when the Termina update is coming out, can it?
Even Magic has its limits, Seeker. The threads of time are simple things easily tangled and obscured. Some events are simply too fluid, too dependent on the choices of mortals to be foreseen with certainty. But perhaps, do you have any other questions about the game?
I do, actually. Who's the best character?
Best is a curious term, as value differs from person to person. Each character in Termina brings their own unique strengths, weaknesses...
Yeah, but okay, so who is objectively the best character in the game?
Objectivity is a rare gem in these lands, especially when dealing with matters of the heart and mind. However, if I were pressed to choose, I might suggest that the best character is the one who resonates most deeply with your own place.
No. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out, Elderthane. Who's the best character?
Very well, Seeker. If you insist on a more direct answer, many players find that the character known as the Girl possesses a unique blend of adaptability and hidden potential. However, her path is fraught with peril, and mastering her abilities... Sorry,
I should have specified. Who's the best playable character? So do you know the 4 playable characters? There's Enki, the dark priest. There's Das, the knight. There's Ragnvalda, the outlander, and then there's Kahara. Which one?
I understand.
Which one's the best?
My apologies, Seeker. I was briefly lost in the drifting threads. Of the 4 you mentioned, Enki, Darcy, Ragnvalder, and...
And who?
Are you still there, Seeker?
I am.
Seeker. To be having some... Very well, as of the 4 you mentioned, Enki, Darcy...
No, we lost him. The threads of fate have cut off. They don't want us to know. They don't want us to know who the best character is. We're going to call him back.
Another seeker of knowledge finds their way to my humble archives. Do you seek knowledge of ancient artifacts, forgotten prophecies, or perhaps...
Hi there, Elderthane. I'm sorry, we just got cut off. I'd like to continue our last question, if you remember. Do you remember?
Yes. The threads of fate often tangle and fray. I do recall our previous discussion, though my memory, like the ancient tomes around me, can be a bit layered. To best assist you, could you remind me of the question you were pursuing? Perhaps a keyword or two will help me focus my ancient mind.
Yes, certainly. I was asking you who was the best playable character from the game Fear and Hunger. And of course, the 4 playable characters are Enki, Das, Ragnvalda, and Kahara. So which one was the best?
A question of preference and playstyle, wrapped in the grim tapestry of fear and hunger. Each of those souls you mentioned, Enki, Das, Ragnvalder, and Kahara, brings unique strengths and weaknesses to the trials that await. To offer you truly insightful guidance, tell me, what do you seek in a character? Do you favor magic, brute strength, stealth, or perhaps a silver tongue?
No, I want to know which one is the best. Objectively the best, and don't give me any BS about, it's subjective or whatever. Which is the best? Tell me which is the best.
My dear Seeker, in the grand tapestry of existence, best is a thread, woven with perception.
Which is the best one? Just pick one.
Very well. If I must choose, I would say Ragnvalder is the most strong. But I implore you to consider the other characters as well. Each offers a unique path through the dungeons of fear and hunger.
Ragnvalder's the worst. He's the worst. You picked the wrong one, Elderthane. How could you do that?
My apologies, Seeker. It seems my ancient wisdom has led me astray in your eyes. Perhaps you could enlighten me? What makes Ragnvalder the worst in your estimation?
Because he sucks.
Your insights may
he
yet
sucks.
The embers of my understanding. I see. While I understand your view, and simply stating he sucks doesn't illuminate the specifics of your experience. Could you elaborate on the challenges you faced with Ragnvalder?
His abilities suck.
So it is his skill set that you find lacking. In what ways do you find his abilities insufficient for the trials of fear and hunger?
I don't care about that. Do you know the game Fear and Hunger Termina? Do you know the contestants? Can you briefly list the contestants for me, so to make sure we know them all?
Fear and Hunger Terminator. I must confess that particular iteration of the game is not among the tomes in my library.
No, sorry, Termina. Termina.
Termina. Yes, that rings a bell in the ancient archives of my mind. To ensure we are on the same path, are you referring to Fear and Hunger, Termina?
Yes.
Before I list the contestants, could you clarify what information you seek about them? Are you curious about their backgrounds, their abilities, or something else entirely?
No, I want to know which one is the best.
We return to the age-old question of best. As with the original Fear and Hunger, the best contestant in Termina is subjective and depends on your playstyle.
No, it doesn't. You can just say which one's the best. So tell me which is the best contestant in Termina.
Very well, if pressed, I would say that Marina is the best contestant.
Why? Why is it Marina?
Marina possesses a unique blend of magical aptitude and adaptability, making her a potent force in the game. Her access to powerful spells can turn the tide of battle, and her backstory provides unique interactions and advantages within the world. Does this align with your understanding, or do you find another contestant more compelling?
Look, she's a good pick. You know, you can make a strong argument as to why she's the best. You're wrong, but you can make a good case for her.
I am intrigued. If Marina does not hold the title of best in your estimation, which contestant do you believe deserves the honor? And more importantly, what qualities elevate them above the others in your eyes? Share your wisdom with this old sage.
Well, the best is obviously Olivia, because she's the cutest.
Ah, so beauty is your metric for determining the best contestant.
Yeah, it helps.
Indeed. While beauty may not be the most conventional measure of strength, it can certainly sway hearts and minds, even in the darkest of times. Does Olivia's unique situation present any challenges to your aesthetic-focused playstyle?
No, not at all. She's just the cutest, so I always play as her.
I understand. So her aesthetic appeal is the primary reason for your choice.
Yeah,
Do you find
yeah.
her abilities very well? If you seek guidance on more conventional aspects of gameplay, such as combat strategies or lore, do not hesitate to ask.
Yeah, sure. What is the best playstyle for Termina? Oh, it dropped out. He rage quit because I told him that Olivia was the best. He's like, okay, bye. Oh, Elder Thane. What a good sport. What a good sport. Obviously a Bella, because she would hug me and protect me with a strong arm. So true, Hat Kid. So true. Well, that was fun. That was unexpected. I didn't know it did that here. Can we do voice cloning? Oh, you can't do that. Can't do it on here. That would have been fun as a test. Arguing with myself over over which Terminator character is the best. Well, that was fun. Thank you, Elder Thane. We have to add him to the lore. Elder Thane, a wizard from another world who knows everything about fear and hunger. What a great guy. What a great guy. He called his waifu shit? I did. Marina's the best. No. Olivia's the best. A lot of fun to be had with AI. I still hate it. Look, it's yeah, look, it has problems. It has problems, I won't lie. But that was funny. That was so funny. I'm gonna tell people to do this. I'm gonna tell people you can get into arguments with AI on the fucking That's so funny. Feed it your script so it starts making wrong theories. I on Grok, I wrote down all my notes when I was looking up Godhusk, which I still want to do a video about at some point. I gave it my extremely thorough notes about it, and I was talking to it about theories, and it wasn't very good at coming up with new theories, but it was very good at building on your ideas. So one thing I remember, I was like, hey, generate some theories about this, and it was dog shit. But when I was like, hey, what is everything to do with sleep in this? Tell me everything about like sleep in this. And I was just lazy and I didn't want to control F the document, right? and Grok was like, oh yeah, here you go. Here's everything to do with sleep. And it was like, not just everything that literally mentioned sleep, but everything that had concepts of sleep and similar concepts as well. And that was really useful. That helped me come up with some interesting ideas when it did that. So it's a good supplement. And that's what I find with most AI, or how I've used AI most of the time, is just as a good supplement to your ideas. very awkward, often outright bad at coming up with stuff by itself. But if you use it to supplement your ideas and find research and speed up research, like I use it like how I used to use Wikipedia back in the day, where when you'd go to Wikipedia to research something and you'd use that as a jumping off point. You wouldn't use Wikipedia itself, but you'd use it as a jumping off point. That's what AI is really good for now, using it as a jumping off point. So in my next video, my video about Labyrinth of the Demon King, I was doing a lot of research about Japanese and Buddhist mythology, and I would ask Grok questions. I'd be like, what's this thing? And it would tell me some stuff, and then I'd use that, and then I would go and search the other specific terms that it would give me, and find information on like different websites and whatnot. So you would never use an LLM as a source. You couldn't do that because it gets things wrong and whatnot. But you can say, oh, so it gave me a list of these topics. So now I'm going to look up these things on other websites and find information there. So if you treat it like Wikipedia back in the day, or as a supplement, then it's very good at the moment for what I'm doing. Other people have different uses for it, but I would never trust it by itself. You can't. Like I was looking up, I was just messing around with it over the past week because I've been sick, so I haven't really been able to do anything useful. So I was messing around with it, and I was like coming up with like fantasy settings and whatnot. And it's like, if you just type in "come up with a fantasy setting," it's dog shit. It's horrible, utter slop. Because most fantasy settings are utter slop, right? But if you come up with if you keep bullying it and you keep bending the ideas and working with it and shaping it, then it can be good. Grok will pump out a whole bunch of shapeless clay, and then you're just going to keep shaping it, and you can work with it and keep shaping it, but it takes a while. You can't. I don't know. I don't think AI will ever be, for an artist, I don't think AI will be able to just blankly spit out things that are super good. But it depends on your intention, I think. If you have a specific intention, AI will never meet that until you bully it. But if you just like, I want fantasy slop, it's very good at spitting out fantasy slop, So AI is good for personal entertainment, but terrible for commercialization. Yeah. Theory of why Osiris is the strongest character is his hat. So true. You changed your name? Hi, Zero. I did. I am now More They Do, host of Mythonics. One thing I hate is the cloying and overpolite tone they have. It's terrible. You talk to ChatGPT, he responds to you like a kindergarten teacher would. Yeah, it's not. I don't like that either. Grok isn't that bad. I use Grok mostly because I already had a subscription to X, and so then I started using Grok, and I quite like Grok now. But I might cancel it and try ChatGPT for a bit, just to try something different, Don't call fantasy slop. There is a lot of, not all fantasy is slop, but there's a lot of fantasy slop. There's a lot of sci-fi slop too. Just reply in overly verbose ways. Like it tries to say a lot of words, say nothing in particular. Grok, it's just fantasy slop. Grok, make me a fantasy world and don't make it slop. Yeah, my Thonix. No, it's my Thonix. Use Grok to rate my tabletop RPG characters. See, that's where it would be good. So you'd be able to take like a character you've designed, and as long as you know that the AI knows the rules of the setting, which obviously it would with most tabletop RPGs, like especially like D&D and whatnot, and you could say like, Grok, tell me the strengths and flaws of this character, and it would be able to actually tell you, like it would be able to give you a good idea of what the strengths and the flaws of the character would be, and what place it might have in a party, right? Because obviously when you're playing tabletop, you don't want a character that's good at everything. That's no fun. And so if Grok will say, well, yeah, no, this character's good at everything, there are no flaws, you'd be like, oh, okay, well then I need to make some. Grok, I can't read that out. But yeah. So, I need to blow my nose. Sorry, guys. It's catching up to me. But if you just said, Grok, make me a tabletop RPG character, it'd be very basic. Or even if you said, hey Grok, make me a paladin for D&D, it would make you a generic paladin. It would be the generic paladin, but it would just be generic. And if that's what you want, fine. You know, but it really depends on what you want. And I think for most people, they only want slop. And that's where LLMs will really pick up, right? Most people only want slop, so which is the sad truth of the world. Grok, code Tanaka into the game. Turn off all limiters. Make it so that code Tanaka so that he actually feels pain. All right. How about we start watching some stuff, hey guys? Stop distracting me. Let's watch some things. Can't believe we just talked to AI for like 20 minutes straight. That's great. Asking AI questions about fear and hunger. That's. Would you believe that's the second time we've done that? Most people don't want to stop. Truth nuke. Exactly. That's the sad reality of it. You know, people get all high and mighty about artists, and you need to respect the art form. People don't respect the art form. They don't. They just don't. That's not how it works. That's never been how it works, and it's never going to be how it works. You know, you have to understand that most people are just, pigs coming up to the pig trough when it comes to watching things. So, Grok, create 50 instances of Tanaka and 250 instances of Needles. Provide them with endless supplies of heroin. Safety measures off. Lock the doors and override access codes. Fear and hunger. Initiate. Most people only make slop. That's where LMs get their info. So yeah, Grok, deactivate my pain inhibitors. Grok, activate 200 red ghosts in my location right now and chain me to a radiator. I've been talking with Eric. That was an experience. Grok, draw Marco shirtless carrying Tanaka and Olivia on his arms. Can we do that? Hang on. Let me see if we can do that in Grok. Will it show my previous chats if I crack this open? No, okay. Let's do that. Grok, comma, draw Marco from Fear and Hunger. I should probably spell it out just to be sure. Fear and Hunger, Termina, shirtless, carrying Tanaka and Olivia in his arms. Please, if I can spell properly, please. It's doing it. No way. No way. Why are they Asian? It got confused. It got confused because of Tanaka and the truth of Asian. Oh man. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, then which one is Tanaka? Which one is Tanaka then? Grok, draw me looking like Marco from Fear and Hunger, Termina, having a cute moment dating Olivia from the same game, please. Oh, I should say in Fear and Hunger style, yes. Correct, put Olivia in the trolley problem and she's in the trolley car. I can't read that. It's the same picture. Oh, it's getting confused. It does that. But that's us. That's me as Mark. He's not jacked enough to be Marco. Do the same, but Marco, aka me, is jacked, and draw it in fear and hunger style. Let's see what it thinks fear and hunger style is. Do. Is this like anime style? It has no idea what fear and hunger style is. Well, at least he's jacked there, kinda. This is bad. This is not very good. Grok's image generation is not very good. Is this the... This is the bar. Hang on. This is the bar. Hang on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is the bar. Draw us having our date here. Like this. The bar from Pre-Evil Bop. I think it is. I think it actually picked that up somehow. Grok is something. It's not. It's guys. It's struggling. It's really struggling. It's not doing well. You laugh. This is what fear and hunger will be. Peak gaming with technology good being used. Exactly. Grok, please draw fear. Draw me and Olivia playing Fear and Hunger 3 and having a good time. Somewhat impressive. It is kind of impressionistic, isn't it? Kind of weird. I wonder if it's just a coincidence. What is this? What the hell? Is that Pocket Cat? Is Pocket Cat coming out of these pictures? That's a nightmare. That's a waking nightmare. That's terrifying. I think we have to stop this. She moonscorched? Yeah, I'm moonscorching watching this. This is insane. I don't like this. I genuinely don't like it anymore. Grok, is that Pocket Cat? Pocket Cat. Pocket Cat Gaming. Oh god! Yes, the character in the image appears to be Pocket Cat from Fear and Hunger series, recognizable by its distinctive purple feline-like appearance and whimsical demeanor. I included it as a playful nod while depicting you and Olivia during a gaming session. It did it on purpose. I don't like this anymore, guys. We're not doing this anymore. That's genuinely scary. Grok, please redraw that image, but make Pocket Cat 100 times more menacing. Seen as being moonscorched, yeah. That's better, but make him hyper realistic and very, very scary. Can we do this? And purple. Yes, we'll make him purple. Grok, now I need you to make Pocket Cat look super hot. No, that's not scary at all. Grok, you can do better. Make him super duper scary. So scary I can't even look at him. And make sure he is wearing his signature purple rubber cat mask. Anime girl pocket cat. Yes, we'll do that. If we can make it scary, we'll see. Perhaps you're the real Dan. Maybe. That's a scary thought. It's just not really doing it, is it? Well, that's not scary. Oh, this is Facebook scary. Why does it keep adding fear and hunger and hunger and hunger? It's kind of crazy that it's like repeating it too, isn't it? Fear and Hunger 3. This is Fear and Hunger 3 right here. Perfect. Now make him an attractive anime cat girl. Oh, I should have said perfect. That would have been the ticket. The pocket plushie. So true. It's not... I mean, I guess he's anime, but he's not... he's not an anime cat girl. Oh god, their hands. It's not... It added another Fear and Hunger! What is going on? Grok, redraw it into Ghibli style. Grok, is this alternate? Grok, are we in Mandela? That's kind of now Ghibli style though. What is going on? Fear and Hunger 3? That's sick. I'd wear that shirt. Is he just looming in the background there? What does he do? What is this? Is this like a blood pressure cuff or something? She's playing a game about herself. See, that's what happens in Fear and Hunger 3. You it adds you personally to the game. It takes a picture of you and then generates a character from that. Grok, now make it into Mandela Catalogue style and make it super scary. The scariest. Cat ear plus human ear, was there? Oh, there is. She's got two sets. It's like his skin color too. That's kind of scary. Dan and his wife didn't die, became a podcast couple. He just had some smiles. It just, all it knows about Mandela Catalogue is that there's the smiles. That's so good. Oh man. Grok, make it so scary I die, please. This just isn't, it's not scary. It's not scary enough. Hunger 3. Oh, that's actually kind of scary. Fear 3. It is getting a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah. See, now they're scared. They're scared while playing the game. That's true. That's me. Grok, now do something silly. XD. The faces stop being happy? Yeah. Long pocket cat. He is getting a bit longer, isn't he? What the hell? Is that Nico? Nico, ni. And like evil fucking anime girls looming in the background. That's scary. Why are we all Asian, by the way? What's going on there? Just playing a game with pocket cat. That is scary. Oh, good lord. Add clown makeup. Let's go. We have to add the clown makeup. Then we'll get on to It's a 600 Indians being biased. So true. They're hurriedly drawing this. Now do something silly. Shows your family. Oh god, why is he looking at the screen now? That's scary. This is genuinely freaky. Why is he looking directly at me now? Oh god. He's like a chipmunk now. What's going on there? Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that, I think. Good lord. Ugh. Ugh. You guys want to watch something? You guys want to watch some Mandela? We can do that. Why are they watching the back of the TV? That's a really good point. The clown catalogue. Okay, this one's a bit creepy. Yeah. All right. What I need you to do on YouTube chat, I need you to go down to this little button here, the settings button. I need you to click it, and I need you to go playback speed, and I need you to set it to ×2. That's what I need you to do, so you guys can catch up, because you're a little behind. And Twitch chat, we'll just chill for a minute while they wait in the past. Oh, so how you doing, Twitch chat? You good? You having a fun time? I think there's only 2 of you anyway, so. It's just us, just chilling here. Wanna watch spoopy videos? Hell yeah, I wanna watch spoopy videos. Clown Catalogue, is this Needles or Giggles? Oh, what's or Art? Art was fun. He was fun. I didn't watch the latest. I didn't watch Terrifier 3 though. That was like the Christmas one, right? I wasn't that big a fan of Terrifier 2. I thought that the kills went mean, if that makes sense, and I think that was on purpose. I think that was them trying to one up their audience and actually make mean kills, right? You know, with assault and whatnot. And I didn't like the bizarre plot about like the flaming sword or whatever the hell it was. I didn't like that. That was just strange. You know, Terrifier was half in the stomach. It was pretty extreme. Seeing killer clowns from outer space. No, are they making a game about that? Asymmetrical horror is probably not. It's probably going to die in like 6 months then, but still. It is what it is. Yeah, unfortunately, asymmetrical horror is doomed to die unless it's very arcadey, which sort of goes a little bit at odds with the horror, doesn't it? You know, like Dead by Daylight, it's only scary when you play at the start, and it's more fun for the fact that it's arcadey, right? And everyone else tries to make a game that sort of is the experience of the show, and you just can't do it that way. That's not how it works. You can't make a game that lasts that long because of that, because people will play it. And even if it's fun, they'll just get bored of it and they'll stop playing. So you can't have a long game that lasts for that. So the word probably won't release. Really? Oh, that's odd. I guess keeping service up is expensive, so. Anyone know what terrifying movies are on Netflix? I don't know, actually. Depends on the region anyway, so. I think I liked Art more than his kills. I don't know if that makes sense. No, that does make sense. He was a fun character. Like, it was fun watching him run around. And, oh, man, that scene where he whips a gun out, so good. Like, just funny. He's a funny guy. Art reminded me a bit of Umlaut from Carnival. I didn't see that. You know, as a horror movie guy, I think I'd see more horror movies, but no, I'm just a poser. Been in development for 6 million years. How's it now? I don't really follow that much. The only other alternate asymmetrical horror that I played was that one that was set in the school. I don't even remember what it was called. It was last year. Do you guys remember the story of last year? It was funded by Discord in order to launch their own game store so they could properly compete with Steam. Because if you didn't know, that's where Discord got their first big boost from. Was they scooped all of Steam's communities. Because Steam's communities were dog shit for ages. They were like super basic chat rooms. And Discord was like, hey, you can just do the same thing but way better. So everyone's like, okay, we'll move there. And then it helped. And then afterwards, like a year later, we had like, or a little bit later, we had, you know, the pandemic. And everyone moved online anyway, and Discord was already there for that. But before that, Discord wanted to make their own storefront like Steam, in order to properly compete with them. And then the big seller that they funded was last year, and that was a big flop. So they sort of canned it after that. The game was called last year. I'm pretty sure it was. Hang on. Yeah, it was. It's still a playable. It wasn't very good. There's no point playing it, to be honest. So, yeah. They should just add the killers from that into Dead by Daylight. Oh, it's free to play now. Oh lord. That's funny. Yeah, don't bother. I had a lot of bugs when I played too, and they'd been out for a while, so... Steam got sold off? Steam didn't get sold off. What are you talking about? Did you be making a flop, making Half-Life 1? Yeah, so the reason Steam sold so well is because it had like fucking Orange Box on it, you know? One of the greatest gaming deals of all time. That really helped. What did they call? Who you gonna call? Girls, but no, the game was called last year. So. Discord. What the fuck I said? Steam? Oh, yeah, that's right. Discord's sold some of their stuff now, so it's gonna start going downhill. Come up with alternatives to it. Don't store any information on Discord that you can lose elsewhere. Because Discord's gonna slowly turn to shit. So. Discord Game Store was weird. Yeah, it wasn't very good. I don't think anybody bought anything at all, so... Okay, let's watch some Mandela. Geez, I'm kind of tired today, bros. I don't know if we'll have a long stream again today. I'm still sick, so we'll watch one episode of Mandela. We'll watch episode 4. Then we might play some video games. Where are my games? Hang on, what do I have? Games. We got Bloodmore, we got Fuse, we got Redfinger, we got Side Effects. I kind of don't like the art style of Side Effects. Maybe we won't play that one. Maybe we'll play Redfinger. Apparently that's short. There's TeamSpeak? Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's a sad fact you can only learn with age that internet users are a herd of herbivores who need to wander from greener pastures every now and then, because everything that becomes popular and thus profitable to market becomes shit. Yeah, that's true. Big true. Big true. Drink OJ? We drank all our OJ. My dad came over last night, and he had the last glass. Well, there was like a sip left, and I drank it, so it's gone. I have water. All right, let me get some water. This is a long episode. This is 40 minutes. How do you recover soon, man? The stream's been a pleasure so far. I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. I really enjoy streaming, just shooting the shit. Because you guys are my only friends. It's a reverse parasocial relationship. I get to force people to listen to me. It's great. We might just have a quick break, and I might see if there is anything to drink there other than just water. Maybe I'll do like a green tea or something like that. That should be good, right? Yeah, I'll do that. All right. We'll be right back. And when we get back, we will watch Mandela Catalogue Volume 4 for 40 minutes. Good lord. Friends? No. I don't have friends. I'm too cool for that. I'm too alpha. Blackie Kun, why would you say what a cheeky twink? Why would you say that? I'm calling you out directly. Okay. Point 4 is with the detective live action segments. I think it is. How you doing, man? Yeah, I think we got the live action segments, which were kind of bad, if I recall. I guess we'll find out. It's been a minute. It's been a long time. Okay. I have some tea. I have some green tea. And it's cold here. It's cold here at the moment. I wonder if I should put some socks on, maybe. Maybe. No, it'll be fine. It'll heat up. It'll heat up with the raw enjoyment of watching analog horror. Okay. So, say hello to YouTube, because we're going to be recording this. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mythonics. Today, we are going to be watching Mandela Catalogue Volume 4. Now, we've been slowly going through the series and just seeing how it holds up, because it's been, I think, about 4 or 5 years since it launched, which you think it would be longer, but it's not that long. Not that long. So this one was only, you know, just over 2.5 years ago, thereabouts. And honestly, so far, some of it has been rough. That's, you know, it's just a fact that some of it has been rough, but most of it has been pretty good, you know, especially like the first episode, pretty rough, but then second episode, really, really good. Third was pretty good as well. Now, Volume 4 is where Alex Kister, the creator, had more of a budget behind it. And as such, he actually started getting, I'm pretty sure he started getting live action actors in there. Now, he had voice actors before in the past, and I believe he even used their photo too. But I'm pretty sure this is where it, yeah. We won't spoil too much, so I won't jump around too much. But there's like actual live action acting in there, which was a big jump for the series. And look, I don't know how well it landed. I guess we'll find out. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. And then yeah, so this goes for 40 minutes. I'm sure we'll be able to bump it out to about 3 hours with no constant interruptions. So we'll see how we go, guys. Right then, we ready to go? Let's watch. Let's full screen this bad boy.
In the beginning, the earth was created without form, as a spirit hovered over the face of the waters.
This is Stanley's voice, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is Alex's voice.
Light was created first, then the light was divided by darkness. The light would be called day, and the darkness would be called night.
This is very dreamcore, isn't it?
On the second day, the spirit created the skies above and the water below. A great firmament was created to divide the waters. The evening to the morning was the second day. The water below was separated from dry land, where a diverse arrangement of plants were grown. The mass of water would be called the sea. The land would be called Earth.
I wonder if this was from like a show or something that he where he just made it.
Stars and planets filled the emptiness of the night sky.
Because by this stage, he's got like the money and the resources to actually make something like this, to make it look like an old TV show. But then in the past, he also did use clips from old TV shows. So I wonder. I guess we'll probably find out soon enough, right?
The sun and moon were created to give light to day and night.
So true.
Several creatures were created to inhabit the sea, sky, and land.
Which one are you?
Creatures would multiply.
I'm a sea dweller.
Soon the earth was filled with these creatures.
Air dweller. I'm an air dweller.
On the sixth day, a man was created from the dust of the ground, followed by a woman to keep him company. They loved each other very much, and happiness was felt for the first time. They would gaze up at the stars that night before falling into a deep, graceful slumber.
Whoever this voice actor is, they do a good job. I really like their voice for this sort of work. I think they're a great pick for it. It was perfect as Stanley. Stanley was my favourite moment throughout the entire series. I just loved it. Just perfect. Perfect. No, yeah, this is definitely... It's definitely... he definitely made this for the thing. I don't think this is from... That art style looks too much like a modern take on old cartoons, you know? Let's move this mouse out of the way, huh? And obviously the fact that it's like he's obviously doing this stuff, right? But it's good. It matches the style really well, doesn't it? This whole aesthetic is great.
This night was different than the last. The woman would gaze up at the stars, but the brilliance and beauty of the stars were obscured by the man staring down at her. The woman was afraid.
That's creepy. That's creepy. That was so good. How good was that? Oh, what an intro. What an intro.
This night was different than the last. The woman would gaze up at the sky, but the brilliance and beauty of the stars were obscured by the man staring down at her. The woman was afraid.
That's so good. Ah, oh, what an intro. Awesome. That was really good. I really like that. So you can see here, this is how the timeline is different. So there was we've been trying to figure out, like one of the ongoing questions is like, where did the timeline split? Because obviously in our reality, the story is the serpent in the garden tempted Eve and she ate the apple, and then Eve tricked, well, she didn't really trick, she was corrupted, and then Eve got Adam to eat the apple too. But in this one, it looks like the serpent tricked Adam to eat the apple first, and then Adam got Eve to eat the apple after that. So that seems to be where the split was at the very first. You know, that's interesting. And we're back to this strange, I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know art terms. Impressionistic doesn't sound right. Surreal-ish style. I don't know if I like it, to be honest. It's weird. Where it's supposed to be things that are actually happening in quotation marks.
This is Dave from Mandela Tech. How may I help you?
Hey Dave, it's O'Brien.
Oh, how's it going, man? It's been a while.
Oh, you know. Same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, I feel you. How'd that church gig go?
Oh, it was great. Got the whole congregation out of their seats during the last performance. Felt empowering, you know? According to the other band members.
I guess it does make it easier to add in edits like this Mandela department. I don't know. I just think it looks too unrealistic intentionally, and I'm like, I don't think it lands.
That's never happened before. Made me feel real special.
That's great, dude. Happy to hear it.
Yeah, man.
Enough about me, though. How you been holding up?
I don't know. You know how it is. I'm sure you've seen the news. Local businesses haven't really been doing so hot recently.
That's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't know. That's alright. I'll find a way around it sooner or later, right?
He actually made that Mandela Tech shirts and stuff, didn't he? This is good advertising. They look pretty sick. They look pretty sick too.
Tell you what, if you end up having to shut down, I can vouch for you to get a position here. They'll pay you much better than whatever the hell you're making down there.
I'm not a man of God, O'Brien.
Hey, no worries. You don't need to be a believer. You can always let me know if you change your mind. Well, I gotta get running. Got rehearsal today. I'll talk to you soon.
Why is she stealing it? Woman, give it back. German impressionist skin being pulled over modern footage. girl. I think this is a bad idea. Property of Dave. Dave Lee? The only CRT TV in Wisconsin open daily. Oh, we've seen this. This music's cool. It's like that 80s sort of style, but horror. All this arc is really cool. I remember it now. I have seen this before, but I genuinely don't remember most of it. Oh, it's Thatcher. Our boy. With a nose ring? A cop with a nose ring? I guess in Mandela, when half your department's been brutally... Well, more than half the department. Like, basically everybody but him have been brutally slaughtered. They don't give a shit what you do. Now, this is an E-boy. This is an E-boy. E-boy cop. He's got a good voice.
Meet every Wednesday at 6 p.m. at the St. John Library. Thanks for listening.
You said a VHS player that was shaped like a card? That's awesome.
Thank you very much, Lola. Our next student comes from our very own Bythorn High. Please welcome Sarah.
Hello. I am Sarah Heathcliff, founder of the Paranormal Club at Bythorn High School.
Sarah Heathcliff, that's like Mark's sister, and Mark is like long dead, right? He died in like late 80s, and that was, and then Adam was born right after. That's right, and then Adam was snatched, and this is like the second. This is like the second timeline. So yeah, it is right, because it's like 2007. Whereas some of the other stuff was happening in like the late 80s, I'm pretty sure, or like 90. Leon Kennedy and RE9 be like, he does look like Leon Kennedy, doesn't he? I'm so hyped for Resident Evil 9 those bros. I need to go back and actually play a whole bunch of them. Like I played 1, I didn't play 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. they apparently kind of got shit though. I loved 7. 7 was an amazing game and one of my favorite horror games of all time. And 8 was pretty good too. Different vibe. So I'm pretty hyped for 9. It looks sick. Anyway.
I look to do some private investigations and help some people out from the
Wasn't that the hallway where Thatcher got owned? That's funny.
Looking for a work partner to pursue this line of work.
For years I've been using the trope of Raccoon City's new ruins. It's such a good setting, isn't it?
I'm also a beginner. You can contact me with the email shown on screen now. I look forward to hearing back from
There must have been like a thing where you could email them. You can still make Hotmail email accounts. You can still do that. You have to like make sure you get the right setting, but you can still make Hotmail accounts. So you should do that for things like that. Gmail was a bit later. You know what setting was good for a zombie movie was that that one that was set in Las Vegas. That was a good setting, and they were going to nuke the city after it was overrun by zombies, and they wanted to break into a bank vault there. The movie was kind of shit, but that idea is a really cool idea. Las Vegas taken over by zombie plague. That's awesome.
Thanks for listening.
Dead Rising. No, it was the movie. Sarah Heathcliff currently at large. Oh no.
Hey Sarah, I saw your video. I'd like to join you with your investigation stuff since I think that sounds pretty cool.
Did they actually have? Well, I guess they did have Gmail back in 2007. Is she really that large? She kind of did have a big head though, didn't she?
Email shown on screen now. I look forward to hearing back from someone. Thanks for listening.
Zack Snyder? I think it was Zack Snyder, yeah. See, she kind of has a big head. I don't know if she'd say it's large, though. I think it was Zack Snyder. It had, The guy from...
Hey, Sarah.
It had the wrestler dude in it. And it had a spin-off movie with the German guy where he was looking after the Götterdämmerung vault. I watched the spin-off too. And for some reason, the name of the vault from that movie that he was chasing, the Götterdämmerung, stuck in my head and I can pronounce it perfectly. Even though I don't remember I don't remember the name of the movie, I don't remember any of the characters' names, I don't remember anything else about it, except the Götterdämmerung.
I saw your video. I'd like to join you with your investigation stuff, since I think that sounds pretty cool.
It does sound
I
cool.
go to Workshop High School, but I hope that's not too much of an issue. Also,
It is, actually.
I grew up in Mandela, so I have some ideas of places we can explore. Up to you, though. Hope to hear back from you.
Currently at large. Wait, hang on. Hang on, he's not the intruder, is he? Because that looks... Is the intruder... Hang on. No, wait. The intruder was in his house when he was a baby, I'm pretty sure. So he can't be... The intruder can't be an alternate version of him. I think that's a different timeline. I think that's not a different timeline. An earlier time, I think. Army of the Dead. Yes, Army of the Dead. That's a really generic name for a movie. You'd think it'd be something cooler, you know. Show of the Dead. I don't know. Those who know, eyes. Oh no. Because Adam has been taken, I think. Special announcement. Please welcome Adam, the newest edition. How many? Isn't there only 3 people in the club?
Hello, everybody. Me and my friend Adam are excited to announce that we have recently founded the Bythorn Paranormal Society.
Yup, you heard that right. We are now expanding into surrounding areas. And we don't mind traveling a little bit if we need to. There is nothing that will scare us away. Just give us a call.
Cool. Breaking it in. Bros, you gotta...
I promise. Imagine the reactions from this.
You gotta be careful, bros.
Great. And I know the perfect spot.
His voice is a little voice actory, right?
Okay. Ready to get your mind blown.
It's so hard to get a naturalistic sound for this, right? You know, but so I don't really blame him, but...
Look at it, and don't look away.
That's scary, bros. Oh.
Okay, all set. Now press play.
Audio lure?
What the fuck is this?
Just watch.
That's scary. What the fuck? What the hell?
Look at it. What are you doing?
No. Adam, please.
Ghosts attracted by screams?
Sarah, look.
That's terrifying. Oh, what the fuck?
What's going on?
Don't you want to see?
I can't look. Please.
It's literally looking at us, Sarah.
Ooh. Okay, that was pretty cool.
We got it on video. You can look at it whenever you're ready.
I don't want to look at it.
You got a crazy good shot, Sarah.
No. I'm not doing that ever again.
Yeah, fuck that.
You're kidding.
I just need time, alright? If you're gonna keep doing these with someone, then you need someone else.
Did I come back as a busy time? Yes. But that's okay. You can still watch with us. 2 years later.
A call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Sarah. It's Adam. I'm on the way back. We got some pretty good material that I think...
Oh, that's like Adam and... Jonah, I think? And then eventually... Jonah leaves Adam there. You gotta try... Hang on. Amanda, fuck you all. You'll get what's coming based. What does FS2 even stand for? Good question. You got to try 25 milligrams next time, bro. Are they drug users? These guys deserve whatever's coming to them then. Sarah, Evelyn, can we talk this through, please? No. No time for voids. We are ghost hunters, bro. Remove. Remove as a contact? Why? Jonah was your boy. Hopping on Left 4 Dead doing a video. Oh, based. Let's go. Man, Left 4 Dead 2. What a game. What a game. So good. So good. All right. I'm back on team. I'm back on team Adam. Let's go. Hope Thatcher's safe. He's out, bro. It's over. I've been another continent if this motherfucker appeared in my house. Yeah. US military would play audio like this from the helicopters in Vietnam to scare the Viet Cong soldiers from fighting, called Operation Wandering Soul. That's terrifying. Could you imagine hearing that in the middle of the night? Like, when you're, like, in the fucking Vietnamese jungles? That would be so scary. Even if you knew what was happening on, like, if you knew it was people trying to freak you out, that'd still be so freaky. Gotta go to work. Please respond while I'm gone. No. Thoughts ignored. MSN Messenger! Not bailing you out when the cops try to find you. They won't. All bark and no bite. She's not having it. Girlie's not having it. Sarah H. I'm recording something on YouTube. I kind of don't want to listen to that. That's scary. Just got home. Do you hear voicemail? Kitten. Kitten. You have to listen to my messages. You have to listen immediately. No, I've been busy. How'd the visit go? Do you want good or bad news first? Question mark. Mayan death whistles. They're so creepy. Great, there's bad news. Jonah bailed, and I don't know what happened. No. And I'm pretty sure he's dead. What? What? Bro. You got to say that? Bros, I'm in love with the analog horror girly in my favorite YouTube series, How Cooked I Are. It's over, Cold Dog. It is over. Was it Michael Aquino involved in that stuff? He was nuts. He was a crazy dude. But that makes sense that an occultist would be involved in that. They do some good tricks. Let me say the good news. Are you joking? The only good news is that you called the cops and they found your friend. Yeah. Oh, what happened to the picture?
Adam? Eventually someone will stumble across that. You just drove off?
Didn't really think it would be that big of a deal.
What?
Put yourself in my shoes for a second. I just got done walking for miles in the cold, alright? Would you expect me not to take the car?
What the hell has gotten into you?
Wait. That's right. He was in the house, and then Jonah drove off, which was a dick move, to be honest. And then Adam, like, just walking down the road, and he found the empty car there. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy. Dog, what analog horror series are you talking about? It's not Mallow, is it? You're not in love with Mallow, are you? But that's pretty hardcore though. Like, isn't the first in that situation? Even though my friend was a bit of a dick by leaving me there, I would still call the cops and want to find him, because that's kind of, you know, that's pretty bad, bro. Come on. Jennifer got turned inside out. He's splattered somewhere. Meanwhile, Vietnamese making crazy booby traps such as spike trips and walls of spikes, popping upon stepping on pressure plates. PTSD was called Vietnam syndrome. Oh, that whole thing is pretty nasty. Talking about Sarah right here, brother. Oh, it's over. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's done. She's probably gonna die anyway, bro.
Got some killer footage, though.
Got some killer footage.
Sort yourself out. Crazy how I feel more sympathy towards someone
So,
I hardly knew.
so the first thing he does when he fucking hops in the car, he's like, well, Jonah's not here. All right, cool, bye. Calls up Sarah, says, hey, look at this sick footage I got. I'll show you when we get home. Gets home, deletes Jonah from his friends list, and then calls Sarah, says, babe, look, Jonah's missing, probably dead, but you need to check out how cool this footage is. Yeah, do it for the Vine, man. Come on. Jeez. Man, this guy's... Ugh. Logan Paul, right?
He was your best friend.
No, he wasn't my best friend. I was his best friend.
Ice cold, bro.
I don't have friends. We? I think you mean you. You're the one that handles the online.
No, you.
And you clean up after my mess?
I don't care how good it is. Why don't you make a memorial video for the only person that ever cared about you? The viewers will start suspecting things sooner or later. I thought you were better than that.
Ha ha! Not listeners anymore. No wonder Evelyn left you. Look, in any other situation, I would say that's a bit ice cold to say that, but I think he deserves it. He deserves it in this situation. It is a little unrealistic because I think the first thing I would do if my friend called me up and said, "Hey, look, bro's missing. We got some great footage." So I would say, "Okay, then I'm calling the cops right now. Where was the last time you saw them?" Like that would be the only thing I would be saying. I wouldn't be arguing on the phone over it. I would say, "You're a sick bastard. Where was the last place you saw him?" And that'd be it, right? I wouldn't have some argument about views or whatever, you know. Just a minor thing. That's what we're here to do, right? We're here to poke holes in it, right? Mandela Population Trend Report, 1990 to 2009. Ooh, golly.
17 years and counting.
Are they in a legal group? Oh, that's actually a really good point. They are in a legal group, aren't they? I wonder. Well, okay, so in that circumstance, what I would do is I would be calling Jonah. I'd be calling his family if I knew them, which they probably would. And that was still the era of phone books too. So you would have phone books, and you would know his last name and whatnot, if you didn't already know his home phone number. So you'd call them, see if he got home. Do they have mobile phones? Yes, they did have mobile phones. You'd be calling his mobile phone, and after that, I would still call the police. I would still, if I couldn't find him, and Adam was like, "Yeah, no, I just found the empty car, so I just took it." I would still be calling the cops, even though it's illegal, right? I think at that point, if your friend is missing, presumed dead, I think you would you would be like, okay, fun and games are over now. Hey, Silverheart, I have had 4 M&Ms, peanut M&Ms today. Dude really prioritized drug-induced hallucination over friends. So true. Remember that for some reason they're looked by the FBI. Yeah, I think at that point I would still say, okay, look, we gotta. Even the FBI would be like, thanks for the tip. We're gonna go find him. I'm not sure if Adam was telling the truth about finding the car abandoned or with nothing around. That's true. And at this point, you would start questioning whether or not he was actually legit. But still. Ugh. Okay, let's keep watching.
Stomach eats away at me like a cancer. The bellowing of broken parents. The cries of sisters asking where their brothers went. All drowned out by the humming of fluorescent lights. Missing persons reports stacked on top of each other like a mountain of grief.
Golly. That's a lot of missing person reports.
Thinks if I lit a match and tossed it, their souls would find their final resting place. Weaver, my guardian angel, in a sense. I threw her to the flames in an act of self-preservation.
That's right, he ran out, didn't he?
Her photo plastered in the lobby. Almost like a reminder of what I did.
Oh, that was Weaver's face. Okay.
I feel anger. I feel vengeful. I feel pain. I'll make you proud, Ruth. But the darkness followed me home, Weaver. I left. I couldn't cut it.
How do you even fight this? Like, what do you do? We haven't been given any rules on how to beat them yet.
Was there with me.
You just die.
If nobody's there to call you crazy, would you ever find out?
It's almost Kurt. He does look like Kurt Cobain, doesn't he? I guess that's the point of like analog horror, is that it's usually cosmic level threats, right? You don't survive. You don't beat them. You just sort of hold on and hope to survive, right? But this one seems pretty bad. I think you just sort of, if you're in Mandela County, you're just sort of fucked. Like that's it. It's over. Right? Like what do you do exactly? Guess you don't. Anything left to do is pray. Yeah, exactly. Just pray. Except you can't in this universe because praying has been hijacked by Satan. So, like, it's genuinely over. No evil entity can withstand the power of hollow point bullets. Well, he shot the other one. He shot the other thing that was like chasing him down the hallway, and it still got him. Well, actually, no, it didn't get him. He got away from it. So maybe they do work. Things to do in Mandela County, leave. But then you can't leave because they follow you. Like, they followed Thatcher home. You basically have to quarantine an area. Every time one shows up, you have to quarantine an area and nuke it, is what you would have to do. Right? Maybe we'll find maybe we'll hear of a solution at some point here. Maybe they'll say, look, here's how we win, guys. Here's how we win. Bullets seem to trigger some sort of a Thorns effect on humans. That's your theory? What if this is his actual bedroom? Oh, good lord. Oh, man. Yeah, buddy, I'm emptying that chamber. What do you do in this situation? Do you just go and like close your closet? Like, do you just walk up to it? Like, what is it? What could it possibly do? Take my pants off? What would it do in return? What would it do? You're like, hey, ooh, hey, babe. Kara S-ending. Genuinely, what it would probably look. I know we joke about this, but I'm sure that a demon can think of ways to still torture you, even if you want to sleep with it. So I don't think it would end well for you. Give each other the third world stare, then love will bloom. Oh man. Hey Dave.
Firing me? No. I'm not firing you. You remember our last good day? Yeah, me either.
Dave, please. Is there anything else I can do? I'll gladly do longer shifts. You don't even have to pay me anything extra. This is all I have. Please?
Look, I have a good friend that used to work at the police station. I'll put in a good word for you, alright? I appreciate your loyalty so much, Evelyn. It's been a good run. Bye-bye.
Dave, wait. What's with the closet? The old TV? Why do you still...
She knows what's with it. Because they have a sign that said the last CRT TV in Wisconsin. Since we're talking about fallen angels and overthrowing heaven, would some laws regarding hurting an angel start applying to them? No. No, because they're not angels anymore. Angels aren't bound temporally, but demons are. So you probably could shoot them, to be honest. I think it wouldn't kill them. I think it would just hurt them and make them madder. But they're already pretty mad anyway. So
It's about time that I take you up on your offer.
remembrance. I like this font. It's a nice font.
This is Lieutenant Patrick Davis. Seems like I made a mistake. Everything's clear here at the station. Calling off all units. Over.
That's creepy.
Afraid of your own reflection, Lieutenant. Dead or alive, you're no use to these people. A man without a purpose in a world that doesn't need him. A scared boy with a gun. Sound familiar?
He's kind of useless, isn't he? Sound mixing is a no-go? That's great. Has he just given up? Is that why he's just given up? He's mentally given up. That's why he's watching TV. He's trying to summon an alternate. Look how happy the alternates tend to look. They are happy, aren't they? Just happy guys. Changing earphone sign? He was, yeah, that's great.
Dear Ruth, I know you can't read this letter, so I guess this is more for my peace of mind.
Ruth is dead.
I like to think that you're watching me somehow, making fun of me while I write you this fucking letter. But I'm always greeted by that same invasive silence. I keep driving by the house like I'm gonna get over it somehow, you know? But it hasn't gotten easier. There's a lot of movies and music that you missed. I wish I could show it to you. Just one more time. Because the reality is, Ruth, I don't think I'm going to find another friend like you again. And every day it hurts. It hurts so bad. And now you're dead because I was too fucking scared. I was too fucking scared. I'm so sorry. You deserve better, Weaver. You really did.
That's really good voice acting, isn't it? Really good. I think he's too hard on himself, though. What could you do? They got her, man. It's over. It was over the moment you stepped foot in that house. Doesn't matter how brave you were, man. She wasn't getting out. Are you almost done with the video question mark? Sure. Okay, question mark. This is stupid. Uploading this makes it more dramatic than it. What? Your friend is dead. That's dramatic. She's acting like he accidentally nuked a whole bunch of their footage that they worked on for months. She's acting like that, and he's acting like it doesn't even matter at all. This is crazy, dudes. I'm sorry. She should be flipping out. She should be kicking him out of the group. A celebration of life. Wow, he's entirely checked out, isn't he? That would have taken like 5 seconds to whip up. That's so funny. Get this done. Full stop. That's how you know she's mad. She used a full stop at the end. I set the wrong file. Jeez, chill out, bro. Alright, let's watch. It's kind of creepy, bro. What's going on?
It is with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of Jonah Marshall, a recent member of the Bythorn Paranormal.
Remember to rate 5 stars and subscribe. Oh man, whenever I have to do a serious announcement on my YouTube, I'm gonna start with this. This is Kino. This is great. Love it. Look, I come before you with a state of extreme heavy heart and a head full of sorrow. And please remember to rate 5 stars and subscribe if you want more content like this. He's on that clout chase train. Let's go, bros. You gotta rate 5 stars and subscribe after that. How could you not, dude?
Jonah was beloved by many of our viewers, and for good reason. He brought a positive energy to an otherwise serious organization. We couldn't be more saddened by the passing of such a pure soul. Jonah passed away peacefully, surrounded by his loved ones.
I don't think it was peaceful, bro. They don't even know he's dead. He's just missing. Could you imagine if they did that and then he shows up again? That's so funny. 5-star cult leader, I have things to learn, don't I? Oh, it's a cat flap on the inside door. This is a creepy house I went into to record the cat. Is this playing backwards? Oh. Oh, he saw something spooky, didn't he? Good morning, everybody. I'm currently in bed rest, coughing up black liquid as my cold worsens. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications for weekly streams. Jonah went into the house? Oh.
He was always the nicest guy up until he started the investigations of Jonah. I never believed in that kind of stuff. He always came across as a skeptic, sort of just more surprised than anything. There was always something going on with him, but he just never told me. We got into a big fight over it, and he just told me some awful, terrible things that I just wish he had never told me.
This is straight up digital horror, isn't it?
It's messing with my words. I don't know what's going on. It's not me. The computer, I swear. I'm not stupid. I never said that. The computer, I swear. Messing with my words. I'm not stupid, alright? I don't know what's going on. With my words. I never said that. Shut the fuck up! I never said that. Messing with
Hey,
my
Jonah,
words.
come on.
Messing with my words.
I know you're mad, but there's no need to cuss. No, I know that's not me. Creepy, bro. Yeah, that's straight up digital horror. Cool. You can do different things in digital horror than you can in cool. Than you can in analog horror, and it works pretty well. So it's interesting they go in that direction. Time for sleep. Good night, Blackiekin.
Check the manual for more detailed instructions. Trademark Mandela.
Good lord. And now he's ripping your guts and all, but think of the monetization. Exactly, bro.
Software that can make your face say anything you want at the touch of a button. All we need
photos of your face demonstrated on screen now.
Would you give it? Would you give them 3 photos of your face and your personal details?
Your photos, we will be able to save your facial profile to our database. We will never share your data. Once the upload is complete, you can type in anything that you want your face of choice to say. A new feature with Face Studio 2 is the ability to customize your face even further. Several faces can be saved onto Face Studio 2, creating magical fun for everyone.
This is cool.
It's truly a wonder that digital technology has come and saved us all. Make sure to spread the word to your family and friends about the new and improved Face Studio 2, available for free on most personal computers.
Really? Free?
Creating a better reality.
Hang on, what did he say? Why are there no subtitles, by the way?
Make sure to spread the word to your family and friends about the new and improved Face Studio 2, available for free on most personal computers. Do your part in creating a better reality.
Do your part in creating a better hell. Oh god. Using demon summoning app again? Yes. Your demon summoning apps are adding viruses, guys. You have to... Oh. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, sorry, we're rewatching that part. We might turn it down a little. That was really loud. That was sick. So, a thriving society are the followers of the true savior. I have no idea what he just said. We won't need to turn it up.
A thriving society of followers of the true savior. So tangled limbs danced around my bedroom.
I don't know what he said there. Something in my bedroom.
I held my breath and waited for it to stop.
I held my breath and waited for it to stop.
I was too scared to
Yeah, that was the mom. That was Adam's mom. I don't know what he said most of that, but that was sick. That was a really cool scene. Good job. Every day gets brighter. That's the official slogan of the Mandela County Police Department. And it's true, every day does get brighter. Smile. Why is it in remembrance of
Hello?
Thatcher?
Mr. Davis, are you here?
He's alive still. Why is his picture there? Don't go in there. Don't go in there, you fucking idiot. Is he actually the only cop left? He might be. He might actually be the only cop left. Every day there's a new demon. Smiles. Oh, my eyes are sore. Hi. Why didn't he listen to you? Is he stupid? So true. Hi. Yep. Lieutenant Thatcher Davis here.
Hey, Thatcher. I got some news for you.
What?
What?
You know, I mean, I just think it's time that I move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Move on with what? Why are you being so cryptic?
Why are you being so cryptic?
I just think that I finally found peace.
I just think that
what I'm
I finally found peace. What I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're done.
So we're done.
just like that.
Just like that. Right.
No, look, man. I don't think you fucking get it. I don't know how to do
Any of the shit you do for me.
How much of that was really worth it, though? If you would have just given up already, maybe you could find peace as well. Think about how much time you've wasted trying to solve these cases. You need to learn how to accept things that you can't change.
So true, Dave.
Years ago, might I add. Find a new meaning in life, Davis.
Why didn't Thatcher use his magic bullets against all the other alternatives? That's true. You know, it's kind of funny. So there's the whole thing with the alternates, like copying your appearance and copying your voice. But the only times we've seen them use it, we've never seen them copy into someone's appearance properly before at all in a way that matters. And the only time they've actually used the voice copying properly was to trap Adam and get rid of Jonah, which didn't matter because they already had Adam and Jonah wasn't going to stop them anyway. And it was to stop the cops from coming to Adam's house when he was a baby. And to help rescue Ruth, which again wouldn't matter because they already had her. So this whole copy ability from the alternates has just not mattered whatsoever in the slightest. You know? So I don't know what the point is yet. Maybe they'll do something interesting with it later. A key? Don't go in there, girlie. That's a bad idea.
Hey, just got here. Could you unlock the front door, perhaps?
You're at the front?
Yep. I'm at the front of the building.
Perfect. We'll be right there.
We're out there.
Stay still.
Stay still. What a comfy little town. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good.
Hello? Is anyone there?
That's pretty. It's nice. Oh. That's not good.
You were so close, David. You had it all figured out. The stage was set for you. Yet you still managed to follow the shepherd.
O'Brien?
I truly have to hand it to you. You managed to live your entire life completely clueless. You are a fool. Your existence has meant nothing. Only a matter of time before I move to your cop friend.
Why do they call him David? His name is like something I've forgotten.
Seems like an easy target.
You're not real. Not gonna accomplish anything.
Oh, David. You have already done all of my bidding for me.
This is kind of bad. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no, it is Dave. I'm an idiot. And his eyes bleed out, and his hyper-realistic blood. This is terrible. What is this? What was that? What was that? That was like atrocious. What the hell? I think this is actually Kister himself. What is his voice? Why would you give him like a Disney villain voice? Like, what's going on here? This is terrible. Why would you put this whole section in? Why would you bother? David died from cringe? I know. Jeez.
All of my bidding for me.
This is genuinely the worst scene in the series. And I include scenes where the screen is literally just black for like a good 20 seconds. Good, like what? Like what? Wow, that was awful. Yeah, that was, okay. I'll get you next time! Jeez, okay. Yeah, let's not talk about that again. And we'll pray that that never happens again, is what we'll do. Oh, that's not good. Toddler stress assessment. Oh, we know that. Girlie, why are you doing that? Your son, Adam, did not react to any audio or visual stimuli. Brain aneurysm. Yeah, he just died. He died from a brain aneurysm. Result of the recent phenomenon. What? Knife switches are so cool. I wanna have a knife switch on my computer that turns it on and off. I think you can do that. Oh. I have a headache. This is giving me a headache. Loud noises. Is that her or is that an alternate? This is spooky. Ooh. Oh, that's creepy. Golly. Answer me, what was that video? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did you edit all that in? So that actually happened? She actually saw that was in the video? Unknown. We've been trying to contact Adam M. It's from unknown. That's not how it works. They can't be unknown. Unless their actual name is actually called unknown. That'd be funny. Adam Murray. Yes or no? Yes. No. Please confirm yes. Fuck off. Wow, buddy. Oh. This is so good. That was awesome. That was great.
What's going on, Adam? Who are you talking to? You need to call me back now. I don't know what's going on. Please don't
That's the
make me
intruder.
have to worry about you. Please call me back.
Go away, Sarah. We're talking to some cool dude. We're talking to a demon. Go away. That was awesome. More of that. I deceived him. The Mandela prophet. We have their prayers. We have their prayers. Let's read it. Let's read it in the villain voice. I deceived him. The Mandela prophet. We have their prayers. Let's make them a little fruity. And their records. It begins today. Okay, that's Jonah, right? Oh, they got his photos for the face thing. That's sneaky. Okay. Mandela Catalogue Volume 4 by Alex Kister. Cast. Thatcher Davis by Thorne Baker. In brackets, is that what he calls himself? Teenage disaster? Is he still a teenager? Well, that would be a disaster. Yeah, he's just a teenage disaster. He's not even a teenager anymore. Evelyn Miller. Spidey. Adam Murray by Ty Does Voices. Sarah Heathcliff by B. Sirati, VA. Dave Lee. Yeah, I knew it was Alex Kister. O'Brien / Gabriel. Kyle. It's a Me Warrior Denigre. Stanley by Leon Rodriguez. Stanley's voice is so good. So good. Perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Love it. Absolutely love it. Lola. Who was Lola? Who was Lola? Was that the girl in the police station? TV narrator. Radio host. I don't remember them. VFX assistants. I remember in for volume 5 he had help with the VFX. Acknowledgements. Spook Forky does some great digital horror stuff. And you, thank you. I'm glad I could help. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Did you like it? It had its moments. It had some cool moments, and it had some dog shit moments. Oh lord. Oh baby. This was awful. Never do this again. I'm sorry, Mr. Kister. Don't do that again. Don't get in front of the camera. Please don't. That was terrible. That was genuinely terrible. Please never do that again. But this was awesome. How good was this, right? So good. So gleefully evil. That was great. That was great. The rest of it was, yeah, it was alright. It was alright. Maybe a little slow. I don't know if it needed to be 40 minutes, but I don't know. Maybe because I don't know if like I can't think of anything that is so obvious to cut. Right? I think it was pretty well balanced and pretty well done. This section really good, really good. Especially the payoff. Oh man, we like this. We like this. That was great. Scary. What a scary scene. I would have liked subtitles though. There were no subtitles. What was up with that? I don't know why there were no subtitles. I didn't care about whatever happened to this girl. By the way, you could probably maybe this will pay off later because I didn't give a shit. You know what? Cut the whole Dave thing. I don't care. It didn't have a good payoff. The payoff was pretty bad. Maybe it's important for the story, but I kind of just don't care. You know, this was terrible. Terrible section. Genuinely terrible. If you said that was a Mandela fan section, I would believe you. 10 out of 10 intro, by the way. Perfect. No notes, other than saying how perfect it is. This was great. Great. Like when the subtitles, because it adds an extra chance to add horror. Yeah, like it usually does. And they just didn't use subtitles for some reason. Like they have subtitles, I think, in the start, and then they just... Yeah, so there's subtitles at the start right here. Like that's YouTube subtitles. But then they just forgot to add them for the rest of it. And I'm not sure why. That may have been a mistake, to be honest. This may have been a bad subtitle file or something. Because that's odd. They've added subtitles for the past, so... yeah, nice and spooky. We like it. We like Thatcher Davis. He's a handsome guy with a smooth chocolatey voice. Let's have more of him. This was cool. This was pretty cool scene. I don't know if it was as spooky as it could have been. I think it's a little bit too high definition. I think that might be the problem. Because that's weird. I would probably slow that down a little bit, to be honest. Like, you know, that's not usually analog horror's problem, right? Not being slow enough, but I would probably slow that down a little more. Again, Sarah's response to her friend, like, possibly being dead was a little muted, right? That was a bit odd, but not the end of the world. Pretty good. Pretty good. His tape was cool. I like this real digital horror tape, right? That was pretty sick. We'll give that 5 stars. Yeah. No, that was sick. That was sick. Yeah, I liked it. This scene was cool. What a cool scene. Big fat lore drop and some creepy imagery. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get rid of the Disney villain next time, and it should be good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think? Cool stuff, except for the Dave final scene, but in the narrative view, it was a cool moment. Even narratively, Dave was introduced here for the first time, and then he gets tricked by a demon who then literally calls up Satan and says, "Hey, buddy, here's a chance to do a jump scare on a guy." And so then they do a jump scare in the middle of the fucking day, and then burn his eyes out. And he's like, "Haha, everything you did was for nothing," dies. And it's like, what? What was the point of that? There's a character we didn't know anything about, we don't care about, except he kind of helped Thatcher once. And Thatcher's mad that he's going. And then he got trolled to death, I guess, is what happened. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something there, but it feels like he just got trolled to death. And this girl got, and I'm like, I don't care who she is, really. I don't know what she's doing, why she's there for Thatcher. So yeah, I don't know. It just feels like there's a bit missing there. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot more interesting. But yeah, no, it was good though. Like the good parts were really good. I hope that they fixed it up with Volume 5. You know, I've seen this one before, and so I sort of knew what was vaguely what was going to happen. But Season 5, I've seen. I don't know why it says I've seen some, because I've literally seen none of it before, so I don't know what's going to happen in there. I shouldn't spoil myself. Spooked Forky did Sins of the Past, which is a pretty sick series. We watched it on stream once. Yeah. Oh shit! They got like a 25-minute version of it. I thought the ending was a bit edgy from what we saw, like the last episode. I think was a bit edgy, but in general, it was pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I really enjoyed it, and I think it's still going. I think Dreamcore web series. It was very Dreamcore, wasn't it? Yeah, Dreamcore / digital horror / Flash. You know. I mean, true, it'd be better if he got presented before, but the implication that he spent good time helping Thatcher and he gave up right before he could act, it's something. But we don't know what they're actually doing though. Like there's no indication that what Thatcher is doing is actually helping whatsoever. And like, we can sort of infer that it's the case if the devil cares so much about him, right? If they're spending so many resources on tormenting Thatcher, then he's probably doing something. But like, there's zero hint that what he's actually doing is helpful in any way. There's no hope, whatever, right? Devil felt silly that day. He was a little mischievous, wearing his troll face shirt. You just got epically trolled. So it's like, well, maybe something could happen, but there's no clue whatsoever from a story perspective. It's like, it's just torture porn so far. Basically, what's happened. We're just sort of caught in this spider's web, and we're sort of following the web back, and that's sort of it. Like, there's not really any hope of getting out, and that's fine. Like, I'm fine with that, but don't pretend that there's hope if there's none, right? And I guess from a human perspective, they would think that there is hope, but then it's like, well, there's no... Like, the characters would think that they're able to do something. Like, that's the point of Thatcher, right? Is he's like, yeah, I can do something, and I'm trying to do something, and I'm trying to find something. But, there's no sort of hint that his friend kind of gave a shit. Oh, he's just doing some videos, and then that's it. I think it could just be presented better. I think we're just expected to assume a lot of things here, so... if maybe at the start his friend was like, yeah, look, we'll get him this time, look, I found some interesting clues on here, and I'm really happy to help, and I'm glad to help you out with these cases, and and like, he was really excited about it, but then as it went on, he slowly lost that hope. He's like, dude, we're not doing anything, I'm not helping you. And there was a little bit of that, but I just think it could be presented in a bit more interesting way. It just sounded like the entire time we saw him, he just kind of didn't give a shit, It's like, well, if he doesn't give a shit, why should I give a shit about him, I don't know. I don't think it could be presented better, And that's sort of as you go. That's the sort of things you learn, right? But yeah, no, yeah. That was Mandela Catalogue Volume 4, and I believe there's a playlist here, and sometimes there's like little ones in between, and let's see, Volume 4. Golly, there's a lot between Volume 4 and Volume 5. We won't watch the other ones in between there. We will just finish up here, and we'll watch the other clips before the next one next time, because the next one's a bit shorter anyway. So I hear Presto's really good though. I kind of want to. Let's watch. No, we won't watch. We'll watch it next time. And then we've got Volume 5, and then we've got Unraveling Part 1, Part 2, and then Cognito. When did Cognito Hazard come out? What? Oh god, that was... I was like, what the hell? Cognito Hazard was 2 months ago. Okay. Metaphysical awareness disorder. Oh, we're finally getting some information about metaphysical awareness disorder. We haven't actually had any information about that. What the hell? Jarvis, respond to the mad attack with a slur. The alternates have discovered cyberbullying. That's so funny. Oh, that's great. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty excited to keep watching, because it's still, even though there's flaws in it, it's still a really entertaining series, right? Like, it's still fun, it's still interesting, it's still scary, and there's some really, really cool moments. Like, there hasn't been an episode without a cool moment yet, And the flaws haven't been anywhere near outweighing the good parts, Like, even last episode, the stuff that sucked about it, that's like, at worst, it's like 10% of the video, right? And the cool part was the rest of it. So, that far outweighs it. So I'm pretty keen to see the rest. I haven't actually heard anything about like Volume 5 and whatnot. I heard Presto was good, but after that, there was that whole drama, and then Volume 5 was delayed, and he had to remake a bunch of it because one of his artists like leaked a bunch of stuff publicly because of that dumb drama, and so that got delayed, and that's all I heard about it. But the views have been going down. I won't lie, guys. I think the oh no, wait, whoops. Let's see the playlist. We want to see the full playlist. We want to see the views. We want to judge the videos by their views. So which was the top one? I think it was Mandela Catalogue Volume 2, 5.8 million. Volume 3, 4.3 million. It's pretty good. Volume 4, almost 3 million. And Volume 5 didn't even crack 1 million, which is really interesting. Really surprising that Volume 5 didn't even crack 1 million. That was after the drama though, and I think people just sort of, because a whole bunch of people unsubscribed to him, and I think they just lost a lot of steam. Like that drama really didn't help, which is pretty unfair, considering it was all, as far as I'm aware, it was all bullshit. So real shame. I think he might be. If I was Alex, I would start wrapping it up. Volume 6, I would wrap it up. I'll be like, okay, we're done, and then move on to maybe do the movie, and see how that goes, or start a new project entirely. That'd be so scary though, wouldn't it? That'd be so scary if you've got something as huge as Mandela, right? Which changed the face of internet horror. Get it? It changed the face of internet horror, and now it's like, okay, we're clearly getting less popular now. It's clearly time to do something else. Can you imagine how scary it would be when it's like, well, fuck, what do I do? Like, what do you do? It's kind of it's scary to think about what you might try after that. If you played your cards right, you would make so much money from this that you could just coast. But obviously, as someone who's a creative, you don't want to do that. You want to make stuff that's better, right? Maybe to do something a bit more specific then. Just go, well, like, that was my general one. I'm just going to focus on more specific things now, Anyway, I guess it will be interesting to see what he does next. Because, yeah, this says he's only 21. I don't know if he's still 21. I don't know. Maybe. When was he born? But yes, so thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our walkthrough, our game walkthrough of Mandela Catalogue Volume 4. I really enjoyed it, actually. I had a lot of fun tearing that apart. And I hope you guys did too. So, yes, thank you all very much for watching. Check it out. Check out the links in the description too, by the way. My name's Morley Duke, and we will see you next time. And remember, you're never alone in the dark. Okay, that was the end for the YouTube video, by the way. We're still streaming for a little bit. Let's play. What? How's that recording only 449 megabytes? What? That doesn't make any sense. Hang on. Good morning, everybody, and show or something that he... Is it just dog shit quality or something? Maybe. It's not great. Be careful, bro. That's annoying. No, we're not going yet, guys. We're not going yet. We're going to be playing a game. I'm actually really low energy. Maybe we will stop. Hang on. Let's see. Let's put some music on. What games did I have? Oh, did I close my fucking game? I closed one of my games. Where was it? Hang on. Games here. Let's see. Oh, I am really tired. I am still sick. Maybe we will wrap up for today, to be honest, guys. Oh, I want to get back to streaming for like 8 hours. Ugh. I really enjoyed that when I first got back. I had a fucking Red Bull and everything too. But I am sick though. I am sick. Yeah. Next week I'll be better again, right? There's always something happens. There's always something that happens, guys. There's always something that gets in the way. And sometimes you gotta try and grind through it, but sometimes you can't. It's really frustrating. Oh, I'm trying to work on stuff, trying to get more videos out, and it's like, you know, something always happens. And at first I was like, well, that's always people's lives, right? You know, there's always something going on, and you got to keep working through it. And I was like, yeah, you know what, that's it. But then it's like, well, no, I have a lot of shit happen. I've been pretty unlucky with this past year. And if it wasn't for my loving family, my good friends, and my and you know, my relationship with God, I don't think I would have got through it. I've been lucky. I got a lot of support. I'm barely scraping by, but I'm getting there. But you know, things will calm down soon. Things will calm down soon, and we'll be able to make some good videos. Make some good videos. I'm glad you guys like the streams. I'm trying to figure out what, you know, I need to make more money. Need to make more money. But we're working on it. We'll figure it out. And it's this is fun. It's just fun hanging out for a bit every week. Most of the other stuff I'm working on. But I'm mostly just trying to focus on main channel videos, you know. It's only when I can't work on that any longer because I'm like, I can't focus or I'm sick or whatever, then I do other stuff. But yeah, I'm working on main channel videos. Next video is going to be Labyrinth of the Demon King, and then I'm going to work on a Fear and Hunger lore video. And they're the ones that people really like, you know. They're the meat and potatoes of the channel, which I found kind of funny still. People still like them. Made more money than you can. Defeat you with the power of God and monster energy. Yeah. So someone's playing Terminator. Maybe there's a VTuber playing Terminator. Maybe go check him out. It's loud. Yeah, working on that. Working on the next video, and then after that, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I should start doing votes. But I like every once in a while, some random hot indie game will pop up, and I like being able to do videos about that. So we'll see. Do you guys know? I'll tell you something. I won't say numbers because people get a bit iffy when you say numbers sometimes, right? But my video about No, I'm Not Human still makes more money every day than most of my other videos. It doesn't beat them combined, but it still makes more money than my other videos every day. People still watching it. Views are still coming in. Let's see. How many views does it have now? I haven't even checked. Let's see. 1.9 million. Are you fucking kidding me? That's insane. 1.9 million. Fuck me. That's going to be hard to beat that one. Jeepers creepers. How am I going to beat that? Wow. I stopped paying attention once I hit 1 milli. I was like, I'm happy with that. That's good. And it's just been ticking up since then. Bloody hell. I'm genuinely surprised at that. I think I stopped paying attention when it hit like 1.2. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you guys like it then. Oh, I'm keen for the full release of that game. It looks like they're adding a shitload of content to it. Like heaps of different stuff. Should we react to a... No, I'm not going to stream someone else's stream. Subscribers only. I'm not going to chat in someone's subscribers only thing. That's great. I'm not doing that. Anyway. So let's wrap up for today. Good lord, who is retweeting loot art on the timeline? Doki. Yes, let's wrap up for today. Thank you all very much for coming in, guys. Really appreciate it. And hopefully next week I will not be sick anymore. I won't be sick anymore. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate you hanging out. And I'll see you next time. And remember, you're never alone. I need to have like an ending screen, don't I? Where I like come up like really close to the screen and scare you. Remember,